Hello, hello, hello. How we doing? I had to find the unmute button. It's been a minute. Sorry, it took me so long. I was here talking. No, I'm just kidding. I just said done. Hi, everybody. Welcome on in. Good to have you. How are we doing today? Hello, 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 hello. We're back. How's everybody surviving the cold?
18 months of learning all your secrets. Then you come up with more. Building fWhip spin.
Hi everybody, how we doing? Miss May, what's going on? Old envelope, hello, hello.
fWhip.
Jordan, hi, how we doing? Thank you so much for the dono. I appreciate you, my dude. Country Bell, thank you so much for the 1 year. I really do appreciate you. Valentine, thank you for the 13 months. Light Merc, thank you for the 18 months. I appreciate y'all. JJ Bird, what's going on? The snow is up to my dog's stomach and she's a golden. I wish we had a little snow here, just like a little dusting, but no, we're just getting cold. Not as cold as some of y'all are getting. We don't need to do a who has more cold off here, so it's fine. Crimson Twilight, how we doing? Welcome on in. Because it's really chilly here. It's a nice chilly 40 degrees Fahrenheit. Positive today. That's I need to specify for some people because I know it's not that way.
Pleased to meet you.
Violet Chewy, thank you for the 5 months. Lizosaurus, thank you for the 52 months. Hope y'all are surviving the cold out there in the Midwest. Dude.
Pleased to meet you.
40? I know, it's warm today. Actually, it's really cold. It's half the temperature that I had last week, so I'm really chilly right now. That's short weather.
Pleased to meet you.
It's really cold compared to where I was last
How was
week.
your
So
trip?
it's,
Are you feeling recharged?
Skylight, thank you for the 7 months. The trip was amazing. It was so fun. It was really good. It was very nice. How about those Seahawks, dude? Austin, that game had my heart going yesterday. Ooh, I'm so glad we won. I'm so glad we won. On to the Super Bowl. It's gonna be such a cool, superb owl. Have you had snow? No, not here. But yeah, I was in. For those who are like, why were there no fWhip streams last week? I was in Mexico
2
for
years of
the week,
membership, 4
sitting on a
years
beach,
total. Let's
and it was
go.
great. Really nice. Do I just like keep rubbing salt in the wound for the people in like the negative temperatures right now? Do I just like keep going for that, you know? Jordan, thank you so much for the 2 years, my dude. I really appreciate it. Thank you. 4 years total. Good to have you. We've got like a foot plus of snow, and last I checked, it was 14 Fahrenheit today. Yeah, it was 25 Fahrenheit when I woke up today. So, you know, really cold. Thank you everybody for jumping on the hype train. I appreciate y'all. Crimson Twilight, thank you for the 14 months. Jealous? Yeah, it was really nice. We gotta go deep sea fishing one day. We hung out on the beach a ton, which was really nice. Drank a lot of delicious fruity beverages. Had a lot of good fish, and it was nice. It was really. I'm super tan. Look out! Do you see how tan I am? I mean, look at that side, and then like that side. I'm so tan right now. Do you see what May made? Is it in the Discord right now? No, I did not see what they made. Lizard the Wizard. Oh no, is this your profile picture or something? Good afternoon, everybody. Hey, Queen Who, welcome on in.
Say hype train.
Rogue Pixels, thank you for the biddies. How we doing? Welcome on in. You think that's cold? It's 70 Fahrenheit here in Los Angeles today. I'm freezing my butt off. Just joking. Yeah, Cosmic. I get you. We had a layover in LA, and so we stopped there, and it was actually only 48 because it was late at night, and we had come from like 80 something, and I was like, our temperature just dropped in half. What is going on? Just posted it. Oh, that's so good. That's amazing. that's a good emote. That's a good one. I have very little time to play, but currently doing a massive dig. How to stay motivated when I've got so little time. Feels like I'm not making a dent. If you're picking up a massive project like that, that's just going to be the way it is. I would say if you are open to doing things more efficiently and you have a big like square area to dig out, you could always look into doing a TNT duper if you're on Java Edition. I don't know if they work on Bedrock or not. But otherwise, just if you have a limited time to play, don't fully burn yourself out by being like, okay, every time I log in, I have to dig. Like, still allow yourself to do something else. The dig's gonna be there. Even if you put 3 hours in now, it's gonna be there again 3 hours later, probably. So I would say, like, maybe dedicate 1 day of your playtime a week to doing it, or even just an hour a week, and slowly you chip away at it. Okay, time to get back to the work grind and lurk. All good, all good. Thanks for stomping by. They do not work on Bedrock. Yeah, I didn't know if there's any that worked over there. Scrioxy? I don't know. Dude, thank you for becoming a member, though. I appreciate you. No, why is it saying tier 1 member? You got the 3-month tree over there. Why is it saying you're a new member? What the? My numbers are off. My numbers. Although the numbers are off. It's okay. It's okay. Marcel, how we doing? So hyped for Super Bowl halftime. Yeah, it's gonna be good. It's gonna be very, very good. I'm excited to see what Bad Bunny does with it. I feel like it's gonna be a good show. And now the Hawks are in there too, so like I care more about the Super Bowl this year. It's gonna be so good. So good. My heart rate's gonna be so high the entire game, probably. But that's fine. We'll get there when we get there. Yeah, we saw a ton of whales when we were down in Mexico. That was fun. There's humpbacks migrating throughout the area, so we saw a ton of humpback whales.
I've been supposed to work for the last 4 days, but we couldn't even open BC. The roads are covered in ice. Also, I dropped some photos of my dogs playing in the ice in Discord if anyone wants to see 2 dogs having no clue what to do with icy ground.
That was great. Some of the best times. Excuse me. Yeah, I know. I'm just talking about how I was sitting on a beach last week in shorts and t-shirt and going swimming in the ocean, and y'all are over here with... Am I really rubbing it in now? Am I doing a great job on that? I shared a few photos I can show y'all with... Let me see. Let me open up some photos real quick. Open...
Pleased to meet you.
How about the Seahawks? Will you be watching the Super Bowl?
Yeah, we have a friend who does a Super Bowl party every year regardless. So I was planning to watch anyways. But now that the Hawks are in it, dude, I'm gonna be glued in. I was watching yesterday's game. It was so good. Let me see. Where's some... There's a few good ones, and then I have to share my fish pic. I'm a dude, so I gotta share the fish pic. Yeah, that's the way it goes. There's Minecraft, but more importantly than Minecraft, look at baby whale. Look at the baby whale. Let me see. Can I zoom in on this a little? Yeah. Look at the baby whale. He was just jumping around. They were just jumping around all over the place. Mom was like right in here below. Like we were on a boat for a little sunset cruise thing, and we saw the mom and the baby's like just constantly up and out of the water. So cute. And then the mom was like always in between us and the baby. Wherever the baby was going, mom was coming over and just like coming up and eyeing us and going back under, being like, "Don't you dare come near my baby." And then we had a beautiful sunset pictures like almost every night. It was super nice. There's a random person's head. I don't know who they are. And this was our view most days. It was it looks better at lurk. It's a phone pic, super zoomed in, but just like right next to the pool, looking out of that, and yes, very nice. And we had dinner here one night. This was super fun. Just like a view of the whole town, super cool. And then of course my fish. This is my fish. I caught a huge. Not huge, a big sailfish. It was like probably 60 pounds, something like that. Oh, a big fish. My brother caught one that was 35 kilos, so like mid 70 pounds, and it was I don't want to leak his face, but yeah, he got an even bigger one than me. But yeah, it was super fun. Really good trip. A lot of good family time. Went with my mom, stepdad, my brother, wife, and then my stepsister and her husband. And then it was fun. It was the first time that we like have hung out for like a week straight with the family. And then it was like, oh wait, no, we all like each other. This is fun. This isn't one of those awkward family vacations where you're like, oh, I'm so sick of everybody. It's like, no, we were just chilling and vibing the whole time. Read some good books. I read Tress by the Emerald Sea, the Brandy Sandy book. That was really good. So Unagi? No, unagi is an eel. That's a sailfish. Not for eating. Don't eat sailfish. They apparently don't taste good. We were fishing for marlin and tuna, and we didn't catch any of those. But it was cool watching the guides on the fishing boat, like casting a fly rod like 200 yards out into like schools of tuna, just absolutely destroying just like bait fish balls that they had, and like birds diving in around them. And we also had, when my brother was, he had a fish on, he's like bringing the fish in, and it's like over on this side of the boat, and we're all over there taking pictures of it as this really beautiful sailfish is like jumping out of the water as he's reeling it in. And right behind us, probably 50 yards off the other side of the boat, a giant humpback whale just surfaced, breathed, was up for like maybe 10 seconds, and then went back down and disappeared, and we just never saw it again. But the thing looked like, just I got like the clearest glimpse of it. I'm pretty sure it was like, it's probably like 50 feet long, just like giant. It was bigger than the boat we were in, and it just went underwater and just disappeared. And I was like, that's really cool, but you know, ocean kind of spooky. Ocean can be kind of spooky. But it was so cool being out there. We were like 30 miles off the coast, so we were all the way out in the shipping lanes, trolling for fish, and then like finding bait balls and casting for tunas and all that. And it was a really fun day doing all that. But a lot of good time, a lot of good hangs, lots of board games, lots of beach time and all that good stuff. But you know what? I haven't really played Minecraft at all, so. Ocean is terrifying, but whales are some of those most beautiful creatures I've ever seen. Yeah, whales are really, really special. They're fun. Stay on the beach because of that. That's fair. Yeah, it was my first time ever deep sea fishing, so that was like a new thing in itself for me. These are all of our old boxes that we filled last stream. Oh, there's an empty. And I also have these to contribute from some person who might be crimson colored interior that I found these all sitting on in front of it. Mining. Oh no, we're out of boxes. My boxes. I really don't want to go hunting for shulkers today. Not feeling this song right now. Do I have any shells? Don't I have shells in one of these? There's all my coal ore. If I ever need coal ore. Oh, we got a shulker of iron ore too. Thank you. That's 24 boxes.
Pleased to meet you.
Yeah, we can do that.
You ever planning on doing any shulker loaders?
For like unloading shulkers, or shulker loaders at farms, I typically don't, because I don't have a shulker farm, so it can tend to be a little taxing on my shulker storage. Okay, it's game time. So excited, excited, there we go, that's the word, to finally be able to watch fWhip stream. Rainy weather, welcome on in. I'll check that upstairs, those boxes. Them boxes. I don't think I really have filled. Yeah, I kind of took everything out of here. Currently choosing my preferences for internships during second and third year of studying midwifery. Oh, that's exciting. Hopefully you get the ones. Hopefully you get your top choices. I'm adjusting my chair. I rolled over my blankie, and now I gotta fix it. So it's really a rough day out there. My friends on YouTube, be sure to click the like button if you haven't already. Got her girl. Thank you so much for the 1 year. Appreciate you. You know, I was about to sleep, but we are going into the Nether, so I don't care. And I don't need this. So we're going to put that in there so I don't explode myself. First step today, we're going to go fix up all these tools. Hey, thanks, hanging. Have a good day at work. How many shulker boxes have you crafted? I want to know. I think we're close to 1,000. I had to guess. I will look. Times crafted. Every shulker that's been crafted in this world, we have manually went to go kill a shulker to get the shells. Okay, under 1,000. Wow. Oh yeah. Oh. 696. There you go. I really don't like that you can click on that now and it keeps it like locked in there and then you can't unclick it. It really, really bugs me for some reason. I want school to be canceled so bad tomorrow. Are the people in the Midwest like still going to school? Are you like walking uphill and snow and ice storms both ways and then like still having to learn and all that stuff? Okay, now that we are in the Nether, let's cancel that. I'm gonna start it again. I do a little. Oh, you know, I probably want to unload all of those in there, and we want to get that out. Boop, 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 boop. And we will turn the farm on. Oh, I need to reduce render distance a touch so that we no longer see the tree. And we should start to see just a little quick double check. Do we need to go even lower? There's no skellies in here. Wither skeletons, hurrah. I did update to 1.21.11 yesterday. I haven't done anything since then. Please tell me that this is still going to work. Hurrah. There's no wither skeletons in here. Did they change how mob spawning works at all in the new update? OMG updated, you now have horses that don't sink, but did I ruin my wither skeleton farm? We for sure... That ain't rendered. If this farm stops working, that'll be sad. Yeah. Today was best day ever. Got Harry Styles tickets, passed my written test for my driver's license, and got called back for a job interview. And you're live. Oh, Alyssa. I will happily be the fourth on that list. What do? Nope, I tried it on your world download. Nope as in it doesn't work, or nope as in it works. I hear next update will be end world in Minecraft. I don't know, man. We'll find out. This may be extremely unfortunate. That is a very potentially true thing. Means it works. Okay, so do I have a mod that's goofing it? What mod might be goofing it? Oh, I don't need that. That's not supposed to be installed. I don't have any like weird mods that are brand new in here. So we have the mob switch. Now I'm doing a concern. We have the mob switch over here that is not loaded. Mog wants to know if you want to play D&D. I don't know how to play, but... Oh, is this for his, like, subathon thing? I don't know how to play D&D. Right now? Not right now, but potentially. I'd be down to do something. Yeah, I mean, those guys, those homies are still in there. Does simulation distance need to be lowered? I don't know, man. Why are we getting... Like... Because, like... Oh, that's a new arrow. That's a new arrow sticking out of things. Those guys are supposed to be down there. They're in a boat. It's been snowing for 30 hours straight? The heck? Simulation distance. Guys, I'm scared. Any thoughts? Not seeing piglins or gas when you fly around makes me think your zombie villagers are being loaded. Well, I'm in a... The reason why this farm's supposed to work so well is that I'm in a perimeter, so nothing can load outside of on these platforms. Like, that was very intentional. But somehow... these villagers back here... like over here, which is in unloaded chunks, are being loaded. Take a creative copy and kill the villagers. Yeah, let's do that. Actually, yeah, I have a copy that we can use. Oh, this might cause some lag on stream. I was goofing around with the world height data pack because I needed to update it. Ah, we're live. This is a copy of the world. Let me get out my doors. Actually, we're just going to turn creative on. It's fine. All those dudes are in there. That's a cave that needs to be lit up, I guess. Okay. Pretty sure it's eight chunks. Maybe. We'll try that. We're going to do some goofing. Because this is a copy of the world that is... for an old data pack. Or I was tweaking with the data pack. 8 chunks, you're saying? Okay, if the mob switch breaks this farm, that's like a huge issue. Because that throws the entire plan out of sync. Is this a copy of the world? This is a copy of the world, yes. Okay, so that's down to 8 chunks. Friends, click the like button on the stream if you haven't. You know what? Before we do that, I want to see if I come over here, do mobs start spawning? Or am I like, yeah, okay, mobs are spawning out here. Yeah, that's what it's supposed to be. Then we get into here and they're just not. Which shader are you using? None. This is vanilla Minecraft. Works on 1.21.11. It works on the last world download. Okay, let's try killing the villagers. How'd you get under there? How'd you get out? How did you get out here? How did they get out? We're checking that in the actual copy of the world. Oh, because if they got out of there somehow, then they could just jump. No, there's no way to jump out. How the heck are they getting out? Interesting. That makes me so sad. How are they being rendered? Wait, how are the villagers being rendered when they're not in chunk render distance? There's no mobs. There's no... Can't see in this fog. There's nothing in here that would render this in. That's not... And if there was... What? I'm so confused. Try a smaller simulation distance. Yeah, we'll have to go back into the main world. I'm just going to reboot Minecraft. It should make the lag upon starting the world a little bit better. I'm so confused, dude. It worked with the villagers in there on 1.21.10. We moved to 0.11 and it no longer works. There's something that changed. That's why it's not working. They got out and one might be in render distance counting the rest. You can't extend render distance by a mob being on the edge of it. That would break the game. Try to enter the Nether without ever rendering in the mob switch. But we went beyond it farther and then it was fine. Like we went outside of the perimeter on the far side and it was okay. All right, I'm loading the world back in now, so it might lag for a second, but the stream will be back. Well, it broke at the end of the song, so at least we got to hear the rest of the song. No, okay, it looks like it's not dying for as long this time. Okay. We're back in game now. This is the actual copy of the hardcore world. Something is loading that chunk somehow. But like, oh, no, it worked this time. No, but then I think that was when because even like all of this isn't loaded. Like we can't even work it right now because we can't see the edge. I'm so confused. Yeah, because I have to have 8 chunk render distance to load the entire perimeter. I don't know. Let's see if this works. We're going to turn it on. We'll see if skeletons just start coming in or not. Some good blocks in here, dude. I might come and take some of these. Okay, as they get picked up, are more spawning. Now, how are those rendered in? I'm so freaking confused, dude. I'm absolutely so confused. Could there be a mod interfering with your render distance, like Distant Horizons or something like that? But that doesn't render entities. Right? I don't know. Let's see how much farther we have to go away until mobs start spawning, I guess. Because, like, if we come over here, we went right above this line and mobs started spawning.
Pleased to meet you.
Hope everyone is staying safe in the crazy winter storm this week.
So it's working when you just load it in, so the tree's no way to load it in, and that had time to load? Yeah. Maybe it's Bobby doing it? I think I uninstalled Bobby on the old one, but Cigar Captain, thank you for the 21 months, man. I really appreciate it. Yeah, good luck on the storm. See, now mobs are spawning. Like, we're far enough away now that mobs are spawning. Okay, what can I change? Options, video settings. Oh, this is fancy. That's new. Because Voxy is fine. That doesn't render anything. All right, we're gonna restart again, but I'm gonna remove some mods. Bobby also only fakes chunk loading, doesn't actually load them. Yeah, but I wonder if single player just like works different. But yeah, I know technically that's true, but it's a new mod that I installed that I didn't have before. I don't know. I don't really know why I installed it either. Okay. What new mods did I install that I didn't have before? Far block entity is a new one that I installed, and Bobby are two new ones I installed. And I also have an old version of I See You over there, so I'm gonna uninstall that. Technically it works, but not going to use it. We got all of our more culling and everything installed. Okay, we're going to try this. I distinctly remember it worked fine at 8. Some wires are getting crossed somewhere. Yeah, I thought it worked fine on 11. I didn't think we even need to go all the way down there, but I don't know. Couldn't you just move the mob switch farther away and add a chunk loader? I could, but the thing is we don't want to chunk load it. Like, I only want that portion of the city to be safe. Like, that's all we want. So, stream might lag again. I'm opening the world again. Is this vanilla playthrough with quality of life mods? Yeah. This is, everything in here is pure vanilla. As far as like physical gameplay mechanics go. As we're finding out here, I have zero intention of ever... Am I going the right way? I don't think I'm going the right way. Okay, so mobs are spawning in. That's good. Should see a bunch of wither skeletons spawning in and whatnot. Ooh, what the heck's going on down here? Hello? It's filled up all of these. So they're going into... It filled everything, so it's over. It's just shooting out the bone blocks. That's so funny. See, the farm should be really cool. Those redstone wire. So I need to... Can you have one of these just shoot directly into a hopper? Or does it have to go into a barrel? So I could just put 2 hoppers there, like pointing into each other. Or probably pointing that way, to be honest. I've come from how I've come from how do you texture your past to how do you plan your past and how do you texture the slabs to... I just do all the slab area by hand and use the path tool in Axiom. Okay, so how many skellies do we got? There's a decent number of skeletons in there. Oh, there's a ton over there. All right, we're gonna turn this on again and let's hope it works now. Okay, as they get picked up, there should be more spawning. Please. Oh, he's a new spawn. There are new spawns. Why are you guys not doing anything? Hello? Do you want to like walk away? Oh, you know, I think they're right on the edge, so they're loading, but they're not. Or I need to have that go up. Maybe we're working now. Things are spawning out there. There's fresh spawns. I just saw one more.
Keep it real.
Would you consider creating custom biomes in Nether?
Hundo, thank you so much for the donut. Yeah, I kind of want to do some creative, like, planned landscapes in the Nether when we get around to it with the Cyberpunk city, but we'll see what that turns into when we get there. Okay, we're gonna hope that this just keeps up. Let me turn the hitbox off so it's not going crazy in our face. I was not expecting to spend a half hour trying to figure out why it didn't work. Yeah, like the stream, y'all. I appreciate it.
Keep it real.
Good sir. How are you? And what are you up to?
Hey, Bart. I think that's supposed to be what it is. I'm doing pretty good. I'm back in town. It's cold, but we're vibing. Now, we are trying to fix the Wither Skeleton farm because unfortunately it's kind of gotten broken by the mob switch. It should be out of range, but for some reason it's not working. I think we actually fixed it now. Troubleshooting must be done. True. Minecart blockage on the far left. Oh no. Really? Oh no, because the simulation distance was down. Oh god. Oh no.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh yeah, fWhip stream. Taking a page out of your book, working on a mountain range as we speak.
Drummer Joey, thank you for the 1 year. Good luck, dude. You think there will be a technical side of Hytale? I can't figure out spawning. Hytale does not have the same technical capabilities currently that Minecraft has, purely because there's nothing that operates like redstone dust. It might come into the game later. And also mob spawning rules in a Hytale are so different, and including they spawn during the day and wherever they want. They spawn in little packs. Or they'll like despawn in like a certain section. Or like in like a... They updated how enderstasis chambers render things in now. There's no enderstasis chambers in the Nether. Okay. All right, y'all. Put your fingers together in a little prayer. We're gonna need it. Somebody stole my minecart. We're gonna have to manually do every single one of those minecarts. Nope. Don't be a stupid jellyfish right now. I don't know. I don't even know, man. I was about to say something. So it's this one that we need to reload him in. Where thankfully, I did install these little trapdoors. Can you not drop that? Okay, I'm putting all my tools back. We need the inventory space. Ah, a totally normal, calm Monday stream. Huh. Oh, we're actually almost at the end of this one, but there's another backup at a different section. Yeah, there we gotta manually break every single minecart. All these minecarts are sent out at the perfect tick timer so that they don't bunch up. And yeah. These ain't on that perfect timer right now. You know what I really wish I had right now? My bow. You know where my bow is? The overworld. Oh, I have a shovel in my... Sorry. Let him head all the way in, you know. Don't want to be holding that skeleton up, you know. That'd be real bad. How did this line get messed up here too? Isn't that the other line? No, that is this line. Oh, there's somehow was one minecart on the top. What? I don't know, man. Oh, geez. Bad spot to be. No, we're fine. We're fine. I'm totally safe and fine right now. What a day. Ah, welcome back from vacation, huh? The death coaster? Pretty much, dude. Pretty much. Okay, as that... I'm assuming that's that line. I don't know where the load for the other guys are, so we're just going to assume it's this one that's broken, mostly because it's empty. What happened? One of the rail... I had my chunk render distance too low because I was trying 6 chunks to see if it would help. And then we sent the rail line out, and this goes farther than 6 chunks. Just ignore me being a little... Can't we not, like... Why can't I push him? There's so many minecarts here. Oh, that's hilarious. That's so funny. There's so many in that. Oh. Nope. Go that way. Yeah. Okay. There's hope. Wait, no, you're supposed to go the other way. We're having to go down there and pick up all the minecarts we dropped. Stupid wither skeleton skull. I don't want that. So many entities that you can't push anything. Yeah. That's normally a good thing in this farm. How did you get filled up? Wait, now which one am I supposed to put these thingies in? Oh, right. I can do it from right here. Okay. You're full. You're not. You're empty. Okay. Now we know where to put them. Before they despawn too much, let's
Pleased to meet you.
go find some minecarts.
Dang, it's been a while since I've tuned into a live. Hope you're doing well on this Monday.
I'm doing so great right now. Thank you so much for asking how I'm doing right now. I'm doing so absolutely wonderful. I'm having a great time. Anybody see any stupid minecarts down here on the floor? I'm just kidding. Sly, thank you for the 2 years. Hope you're doing well. I'm so fun. I'm having an awesome time. This is a great time. Oh, you know what I could do to make this easier? I could just bump my render distance up, and then we won't get any more skeletons that spawn in. So I at least won't be getting hit. Yeah, that'll load our friends in. Can we craft Totem of Undying in Minecraft? No. You can farm them, though.
Pleased to meet you.
Oh, no. Oh, no. I don't like that backup over there. That's starting to scare me. Cult of the Lamb. I want to play Cult of the Lamb. I never have. How many are in that? What have we created? Just gonna see if any will go. Just the little S key backwards. It seemed to work. I think we cleared it. Nope. I think it worked. Oh, God, dude. We're going to leave those in there for a minute. Well, they'll kill themselves. It's fine. Any other minecart shenanigans that I need to clean? I think that's everything on this side. And we're going to see what's left down here, because I think I did see a few fall. Yeah, there's one. None of those are minecarts. Okay. Woo. Yeah, this is Minecarts of Mayhem, not Mounts of Mayhem. I think I got the wrong update installed. Okay. I can open my ender chest. Good thing above it. Almost out of rockets, too. Having so much fun. Have a nice relaxing vacation and come back to work. You'll be so ready to get back to work. So I'm supposed to have... I need to take some minecarts out of the other ones because I think I am supposed to have 4 missing. If I remember correctly. That's the math it's supposed to be. Oh, you have extras. Isn't that the... How are there more coming in here? Were they all just like sitting? Oh, they're sitting in those 2 hoppers. Oh. Oh. We're so getting there. We lost 1 minecart. We only let 1 despawn. You know what? That is a big success for that chaos. Do I not have a crafting table? Okay, thank you. It's like, how do I not have a crafting table in here? I guess I auto-crafted everything that I needed, so. Okay, somehow, I think it might have been Bobby that was goofing it up. Because we should only need to take these down to 11 and 11. Those guys don't have minecarts. I was like, oh no. What if I goofed it? Okay, let's go again. How do you think that minecart feels at this point? I don't even care. I don't even care. He deserved it. I just want to make sure that they're like still more of them are spawning because we got a pretty good set of skeletons going through. So it's got to do almost a whole circuit. Yeah, so there's a new one that spawned. Okay. It was either Bobby or what else did I uninstall? I said I uninstalled Bobby. What else was it? I don't even know. What did I uninstall? I'll probably find it in my recycle bin real quick. Oh, I installed the old version of ICU over there. So I think it was Bobby. I don't know what else it could be that could have affected it. It's fine. We're back in action. That minecart could have had a life. Yeah, the inanimate metal object that I created. True. The one that was on 0.10 but worked in 0.11. Yeah, it was I see you over there, which is only supposed to increase entity block render distance to like signs and decorative pots and whatnot. It's not supposed to. Oh, dude, I was gonna be so sad if this farm broke. How was your vacation? It needed to be longer, apparently. It was really good. It was very nice. It was a great time hanging out with the fam. Got a lot of good time. Oh, there's a skeleton that spawned. Why did a skeleton spawn in here? I saw that. There was a little white normal skeleton with a bow in here. I saw it. You made me love tough. Good. Embrace the tough side. Yeah, no, vacation was really good. It was really, really nice. I got a great tan going on. No, it was fun. It was very chill. There wasn't too much. We had like one small like thing that we were doing per day, but like basically equated to which beach or which pool are we sitting at today. So, or like where are we going for dinner? So, you know, very, very busy. Archer Skelly was just visiting his cousins. That's fine. What has fWhip done so far in stream? Absolutely nothing. Now we spent the last 45 minutes now trying to fix this skeleton farm, wither skeleton farm, and now it's working. Wait, did another skeleton come in? I don't think I saw one. Nice to see that they haven't fixed Minecraft sounds yet. It still just creates so many sound instances that it crashes your game. Or not crashes your game, but deletes sound from your game. I do love seeing the skeletons come in and then their head gets big because they pick up a skull on the ground. Can we get wither rows in Nether, guys? I mean, you could. You could spawn a wither in the Nether and then get it to kill things and give you wither roses. This is my first stream I've seen live. You usually go live while I'm at school. Gotcha. Welcome on in, Toby. Yeah, normally streams aren't this painful for me, I guess. But I updated to 0.11 Mounts of Mayhem yesterday. And then one of my mods, I guess I installed the Bobby mod. I didn't have it installed previously. And I think that was goofing. So we're working now. Background for the farm looks good. All 4 minecart lines are actively coming in. So, you know, all right, this is our last tool, which means I can turn that off. I try and time it so I can get the downtime to be as, like, of what we need to say here. Because obviously, as we found, we need all the minecarts to come in.
Morning, fWhip. Hey, chat.
Hey, Kiwi, how we doing? As a ginger, I have no idea how I got a tan. Just because you're a redhead doesn't mean you can't tan. But that is coming from a redhead who absolutely cannot tan. Hey, Stam, how we doing? Dr. Robbins, how we doing? Such a satisfying farm. Yeah, I do. I was going to be very sad if this one was no longer functional. Oh, forgot to get that guy. Let's go. We don't really use the hoe all that much. TNT. Silk touch, silk touch, silk touch. That's actually the silk touch pick that I want on me. Yeah, we'll keep ring the bell. That's fine. So we'll put you away. We'll put you away. We'll put you away. We'll put you away. And where did I put the hoe? Oh, it's in my offhand. I'm so fine right now, y'all. I'm so incredibly fine. Why would you ask? I forgot to repair the elytras. We're going to bet that that's enough. We're going to bet. I sent 12 minecarts out each line. That should be 48 wither skeletons. We're going to bet. Do you think they'll ever come up with a way to offload XP levels to use elsewhere? You never use 225 levels for enchanting? Yeah, it's for name tags and combining things in anvils and blah, blah, blah. But I do think the entire enchanting and leveling system in Minecraft needs an overhaul. I think it needs to be redone. I think it needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. I don't know how I would do it, but I think it's such an archaic system that just... especially with enchanted book grinds and stuff like that, it's just because there's so much bloat to the enchanting system that I think could be done so much better. Is it gonna work? Did my bet pay off? No, I don't think it's going to. That's okay. He's close enough. We'll just use the broken one. You do have to make your spear so some levels can go there. True. Absolutely need to get rid of the too expensive nonsense. Yeah, the too expensive nonsense definitely needs to go. Okay, so one of these lines here is the line that the skeleton came in on. And I have had a situation over here where a ton of these golems were dead a while ago. So I'm like almost worried that there's a spot where one can spawn in the middle where I missed a rose. But it is so hard to see in here. Because we had there was one time I logged in and all of these golems, like all of these guys were dead. Like I came here to repair and they were all dead. So I think there's like somewhere in here maybe the skeleton could have spawned and he was shooting them. He was blasting. I don't know. I don't know. Okay. Wither, Skelly, XP, fix, tools. What would your advice as a block for medieval fantasy type houses? First floor, which is not a stone block. Like for the floor? I'm assuming that means there's stone on the walls and whatnot. I'd probably do like some tough or like go in there on some terracottas.
Pleased to meet you.
Okay, now that we're back over here, that should be the mob switch
My
back on.
sister is watching with me just because of your takes on enchanting, and we were just talking about enchanting needing an update. Lol. Happy 5 months.
Galaxy Stardust, thank you for the 5 months. I appreciate it. Thank you. Dude, I think enchanting is like, it's fine. Oh, I left on my... Gotta make sure those get in the lava, you know? No, they made it to land. I think enchanting is fine, but it just feels old. Smithing table floors. I feel like smithing table floors, they tile really harshly. So it really depends on what you're doing in there and the style you're going. So if you're going with like a typical medieval fantasy, I think smithing table floors actually don't work. Unless it's like literally the floor of a workshop. Okay. We are going to set up a new space for collecting materials. Here. I don't know what's going to go in what order, but those live there now. And we need to get up and get digging. Woo, digging. I'll turn the brightness back up. This looked like it was like pretty like thin. So we'll see if we can get all the soul sand out yet. Yeah, now we're gaming. This is the content everybody came here for today. Oh, yeah.
Cha-ching!
What's that? Ninja Ann, how we doing? Thank you so much for the gift membership. Recording. Let's see. Yeah, this is only one layer here now. I think I can just start taking the whole thing down 2 blocks. We're gonna do 2 blocks at a time so that we can make sure we're not getting caught out with any floating things. Because then we'd have to be placing blocks back in order to dig out even more, and that's counterproductive. Eventually, I do want to take this all the way
fWhip,
up,
current
but
PC setup, and what mods are you running?
Glassbox Aquatics, if you want to see the mod list, you can go into my Discord. There's a resources channel. It's pretty much up to date over what I have. Like, I have some combination of those in there. As far as my PC setup, it's a custom built one that I worked with Ironside PC back in December to build. So I don't know all of the parts off the top of my head, but it's got a 5090, it's got a i9 something or another, and a fancy schmancy, blah, 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 blah. But thank you for the donut, I appreciate it. Oh, I'm so good. Yeah, look at that, I'm a gamer. Didn't even burn my toesies. If we can get this whole chunk in the middle dug down today, I will be very happy. Okay, so you got to remember also that this is my job to make videos, and part of making videos when it's your full-time job is you need to, the higher quality you can get, the better the video result can be. So, and if I was just like a everyday gamer at home, like I would not have the PC that I have now. But because I'm using the PC to record and render and stream and it's much more important to have that extra PC power. So this is office equipment for me. No average gamer really needs a 5090 right now.
Keep it real.
I missed a wooing in chat :_fWhipyavu :_fWhipyavu.
Ninja, thanks for dono. You can woo whenever. That's fine. Wish it was Friday already. It's Monday. But also, yeah, I get that. You gonna fill in a custom ceiling eventually? I haven't decided. I think like fully flossing the bedrock could be really cool, kind of like we have out there, and just having that, but then maybe even doing like some dark gray or like black clouds with stained glass, because that combined with this, like that could look almost like a, you could make it look like a smoggy skyline of sorts, like a smoggy sky. I think could be kind of cool and really sit into that cyberpunk theme. But I also don't know if I want to put that much time into it. I also don't want to make this fully look like we're not in the Nether. I want it to feel like you're in a city, and then the city exists regardless of the Nether being inhospitable. But I don't want it to look like we've removed the Nether. You know, I don't want us to feel like we're in a globe where everything is not Nether inside, and then outside you're back to Nether. It's definitely Tuesday. Lies. I'm struggling to play long-term Minecraft. Got any tips to stay invested and interested? What is it about it that's making you burn out? Like, what's the cause of the struggle? Like, are you running out of things to do? Are you, like, not enjoying the project you have going on? Are you getting burnt out because you picked something too big? That's usually, like, start asking yourself, like, what is it about the Minecraft side of playing in a world long term that gets you to the point where you just say, yeah, I don't want to play anymore? Because taking a break I highly recommend it. I don't think it's smart, healthy, or a good idea just at all to play in a Minecraft world every single day without ever stopping. Like, that's not a smart thing to do. Just for many, many purposes. I never went and cleared my inventory at all, ever. Did my first proper organic on the weekend. Pretty impressed with myself for the first one. Nice, dude. I suck at organics. They're hard. Only need to call me out, but I agree. What's your thoughts on the BOO style that's evolving so fast right now? I think it has the absolute worst name ever because he didn't start it. It's only considered the BOO style because he is the first one who had a video go really big on it from Hermitcraft, but he didn't invent the style. He's not even... There was that video recently that was talking about like I saw about somebody talking about like a renaissance in Minecraft building and the BOO style, and I think it was an It's Marlo video. And I appreciate Marlo as a content creator, and normally I agree with their takes, but when they were like, oh yeah, this is the BOO style, I was like, that is the worst take I've ever heard. What's the BOO style? It's the like really heavily textured. It's basically the same build style that I do. Like it's where you're using blocks for their color, not using them for the shape or texture on the thing. You're using it for the color from a distance. I don't do it fully to the extent that some people do, but I think it's so unfair to the people that actually pioneered that build style and are trying really, really hard to grow that build style and really show Minecraft as an art form to summarize the thing as the BOO build style. When there was like B-dubs publicly like a year or two ago going on to the Bakery Minecraft server for build events, saying in his videos that he wanted to learn from them to be able to grow as a builder himself. And then suddenly after that build event, he then had this new build style that he was trying with all these different things, which then got coined the BOO build style. But in reality, all he was doing was learning from Snarple and Shovel and that whole crew of people on the Bakery server. So, like, if anything, it should be called like the Bakery build style. It like absolutely zero hate toward B-dubs. I think he's an absolutely amazing builder. He's super talented. I have zero issues with him. The community's ability to just jump on him as being the guy who somehow wrote the entire building handbook and designed these entire styles and everything, I think that's such a bad take. It's so loaded with, this is my favorite content creator and I saw them do it first, so obviously they did it first type of a mentality, and I hate that. I think it's so dumb. So that's my take on it. As far as the block vomit goes, I think block vomit is 100% a possibility, and I think it's mostly people who are trying to get into that heavy texturing build style. But if you want to go towards block vomit, you need to look at like the OG Hypixel build style that was like slabs and stairs anywhere and everywhere that you could get. Like, that's block vomit. Do you remember those old school, like, who was that guy way back in the day? Let's see, Minecraft. I think I can find it here, maybe. No, that's probably really old. Can I find one? I'm gonna see if I can. No, because YouTube doesn't do any amount of search anymore. Do you remember that, where like people used to just like, instead of a flat wall, it was like stairs and slabs and fences and everything, just for the sake of adding texture to it? Like, remember that era of building? Wait, that's like a 2013, 2014 era of building, probably. Let's see if I can find anything. Kind of like Jaracraft did it a while ago, like way back in the day. Like they were kind of part of it, but there's this, I want to say it was Jancy. No, who was that? Not Jancy. Who was that's old BWO style. Yeah, pretty much. He did a lot of that back in his original building with BW style. What was that? Who was that? Like, My Hardcore World versus Linksys? I don't think they're really comparable. We play so differently. Yeah, Madness 64. Thank you. That's who it is. This is absolutely not hating on him, because this was something that was like good back in the day. Dang, they removed their profile picture. No, they just have a weird one now. Interesting. Let me see if I can find this. Where did they have this? Uh, 10 years ago? Oh my god. This is Block Vomit. Again, no hate to Madness. This is what we didn't have many blocks back in the day. That right there, that is Block Vomit. That is a stair, a stair, a stair, a stair, a stair, stair slab, a random fence, the acacia, like that right there. And then like the building back up here, like look how many just like random things are in this. Wow, he literally for like a minute didn't. Ah, old YouTube dude. Like this, that whole wall, that's Block Vomit. Ugh. Not the modern day building style, that's not Block Vomit. The old school stuff is Block Vomit. Nah, that's peak. So true. I mean, obviously, like that's what people did back in the day. That was the style that was popular. But calling the modern style Block Vomit when that was something that literally every Minecrafter did for a long, long time, it's so wrong. That more of a texture vomit than Block Vomit? No, if anything, modern day is texture vomit. That is Block Vomit. Block Vomit is block states and block shapes. If you're going off of texture, which is the different block coloring and everything like that that people do nowadays to bring out shadows and things, that would be more of texture vomit. Google BWO Timberstone Castle. Yeah, I mean, that's... Make sure it's muted. Oh yeah, this is somebody else touring his... Yeah, this archway right here, this isn't even B-Dub's video. This is somebody touring B-Dub's world. With, of course, a different texture pack. Oh my god, look at that terrible frame rate. That right there, dude, that's Block Vomit. Look at how many just random walls and things are in here. Granted, again, this is 10 years ago. Just buttons are thrown in, double slab for the sake of it, the random wool coloring behind it. Like, this was like what people did back in the day. Now it's Block Vomit. Modern day stuff is not Block Vomit. There's a very different term for it. Block Vomit is just an archaic one that somebody said once and it got attached to it. When you're limited options, you made do with what you had. Oh yeah, no, like it had its era. It had its phase. Like art grows over time, and I think Minecraft is just at a point where art is growing. I think the biggest thing that I would love to see is the community actually rallying behind the people who are actually out there defining the new art styles, instead of just the popular people who are getting seen doing it, which again is like that's wishing on a thing that'll probably never happen. But I know a lot of smaller content creators, you go to any of their comment sections, if they're any form of a builder ever, granted there are some that do copy him, but even in my comment section, every single video I post, I get people telling me that I'm just a B-dubs clone or a bad version of B-dubs as a builder, and like, I'm like, dude, what? Like, my build style to me looks nothing like what B-dubs does. Like, they're very, very different. But I know of a lot of other friends who are smaller content creators, and they get so burned out just by the amount of people that just come into their comment section and just rail on them and just talk about how terrible they are, because how dare they copy B-dubs and blah, 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 blah. And then you go back and look them up, and they've been a builder on the servers where those build styles originated for years. Why don't you use flying machines, by the way? Because there's the ceiling, and I don't know. I try to not use flying machines too much. So that's my take on it. I think the build style is great. I really like it because it brings more art into Minecraft. And I think that being able to balance it between what you view at a distance versus what you see up close, and finding a way to make those both work well, is the goal that I always have. And then, yeah, my biggest gripe with it is just that there's so many people who actually are out there divining the style and making up new stuff, who are being told that they're a clone of somebody else, and that's just an issue with the Minecraft community, not with any of the creators doing things. That's just an unfortunate issue of the internet culture of current day. Dear, I'm joining so late. All good, all good. Hey, culture is such a dumb thing. Yep. It'd be lovely if people could have constructive, full thoughts in 2026. That's my wish for society, is people are able to have a full, constructive thought. Not even like a conversation, because I feel like that's a little too much to wish for right now, but just like the ability for somebody to actually like critically think about something before they say it. That'd be lovely for society as a whole right now. Why don't you play with shaders? Never say you play with shaders in live, other than sometimes used in an episode video. I don't like the look of shaders. It's the main part, I think. And I also think Minecraft shader packs tend to make builds look flatter. And to me, I think a lot of times shaders make builds look worse. You put in so much effort and everything to texturing and bringing out the shadows where you want them, and then the shader pack just says, nah, this is the way I'm gonna do it. If you play with shader packs, you build for the shader pack in order to look good with the shader pack. You can't really play with shader packs and like build. Like, if you build with shader packs on, your builds without them turned on are most likely going to look worse, because you're losing so much of the depth and just shadows and light casts and blah 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 that you get with the shaders, that it can kind of make everything else look worse. And when you're building for that, and you're building for those lights and shadows and everything, people make different decisions. And I want my builds to look good to anybody on any Minecraft platform. because I think that just shows the way to be the most inclusive as a content creator, which is important to me in terms of like being able to get a broadest audience as I can. And so part of that's going to come in with including Bedrock in there. And sure, Bedrock has vibrant visuals, but let's be honest, it's not the best. Vibrant visuals was a bust. Vibrant visuals in its first iteration needs work. I don't think it's a bust. I think it's too early to call it a bust. Granted, if Minecraft were to come out and say that they're not updating it anymore, then I would be saying, yeah, we can call it a bust. But if they're gonna, if they drop vibrant visuals support, not drop it, but like stop updating it and just say, yep, this is good enough, I think that we, as the Minecraft community, can get our pitchforks out and be a little upset about it, because Minecraft just needs that. I think unfortunately what they're doing is waiting for it to get fixed and updated on Java Edition, and then probably the Java Edition team is going to be doing all of the art design behind it, of implementing the lighting levels and like the colors and everything across the biomes. And then I think Bedrock is going to be like, hey, we've updated ours too. And I really, if Vibrant Visuals doesn't come out for Java this year, I would be very surprised. It's been, isn't this almost 2 years? Like, won't the next Minecraft Live be 2 years since Vibrant Visuals was originally announced? Like, I understand that it was a lot more work than they originally anticipated, but that's a long time. I'm struggling to play long-term Minecraft. Got any tips to stay investor interested? Baz, I answered you earlier, dude. Everyone can play Minecraft however you like. There are plenty of good builders who like how shaders complement their building style. Yeah, I think it's just a build style. I don't think it's a good or bad thing. I think for me, how I play, I prefer the look of builds without shaders. I think in terms of, I think shaders just do a lot of the work for people, so that it can make a mid build look good, but then they also make a great build just look good. There's a lot of work that shaders do, in my opinion, that take away from effort that I put into the build.
Just a few months subbed here.
Tay, thank you for the 43 months of BR. Appreciate it. Hope you're doing well today. Speaking of which, my friends over on the YouTube side, we got 4,000 people in here right now, so click the like button if you haven't already. We got only 570 likes on the stream, so if you can click the like button, I would appreciate it very much. Thank you. Have you? I'm a mid builder. I like my shaders. Totally fair. Waxrod shaders are so heavy, it's like a different game. Yeah, he plays differently too. It's also like, if you look at, again, this is not a negative towards them at all. I think they have a really cool series. Incy, right? Their shader pack that they play with, like, they very much play to build with the shaders. Yeah. Like Incy had their the Enderman farm that they built in the end. Like, the entire thing is powered by the crazy shader pack that they use that adds like additional effects and everything to like end crystals. Granted, you're basically, yeah, like you're basically just playing a different game. It's similar as like using a different texture pack at that point, but like a full different texture pack. So I mean, like, I also use the texture pack that adds bushy leaves to the game and adds variations to flowers. So technically, that's not vanilla. Because for me, I just like the extra look of that extra like fluffiness we get off of it. So for what people like their shader packs, I like my bushy leaves. And I'm sure there's people who love shader packs that hate bushy leaves. OMG, like 100 people just liked. Yeah, we're up to 640 right now. We got 10 stacks of likes. We also lost 200 viewers though, so it's fine. People said, this guy asking for something from us. I'm out. It's fine. Oh, Pooch, I did not look to see if villagers got out of the box. I don't get how they could, though. I think they got out when I was hitting them. Oh, hey, boys. Yeah, I'm not hearing any. I'm hearing them now. Yeah, let's see if any got out. No, it doesn't look like. Oh, you know what those were? Those were zombie reinforcements that spawned from us killing them. Those wings are dope. These ones, this is the copper cape. I would be one of those bushy leaf hating shader lovers. I can't deal with bushy leaves, but to each their own. A sandbox creative game. I definitely see like building with bushy leaves is a bit of an annoyance at times, but I that's why I made mine so small. The bushy leaves that I use, when you look at in comparison to like other bushy leaf texture packs that are out there, mine are tiny. Like mine come like 2 to 3 pixels at most off of the thing outside of spruce leaves. Those are a little bit more. I think those go like 4 or 5 pixels off. We ever be doing a video where you rate builds from your community and go over like showing us thoughts about them, what you would do differently? I could do a live stream like that potentially, but I don't think a video like that would be something I would want to throw on the main channel. Maybe a second channel something if I find time for those in the future, but not a main channel thing probably. Random question, but obviously you know how you have to build path and new papyrus. Where would your next place be to build a major city? Well, we have the dwarven city of Tough Hall too. I know it's mostly just like a building and 2 mines right now and like a cleric villager trading hall for redstone, but I do really want to work on that soon. I think actually that might be in like another 2 videos, like 2 or 3 videos from now. I think we might be doing some Tough Hall work because I think it sounds kind of fun. Did you mine all at 1 block at a time, or did you use world edit? That was done with TNT dupers in there to clear the perimeter. Everything else has been mined by hand. This is a hardcore world, so I don't have access to anything like world edit. We only got vanilla mechanics to do stuff. Do you have some idea of what the house of those all will look like? Yeah, I've done like a little bit of creative planning for it. I can't remember if we did it on stream or not. I've got some buildings shaped out for where the nether portal is going to go, because I am not having a great time flying over there every time I want to go to the copper storage room, so I'm going to get the nether portal in. Rune Bunny, thank you so much for the 5 gift members. Stream project some time ago. Yeah, I thought we had done it on stream. Portal was on stream. Okay, yeah. Miss Crinkled, please don't ask for memberships. And also, you can't give them to specific people on YouTube. If you want to get a gift membership on YouTube, the way it works is the more watch time you have, your higher chance of getting a gift membership. So if you watch videos on the channel and you're in streams more often, you'll move up the rankings of viewers, and whoever's at the top that does not actively have a membership, when gifts go out, if they are in the chat, they get a membership. So if you would like to get a free membership and you don't, or if you'd like to become a member and you don't have the money to, hang out on streams, watch the videos, all that cool stuff, and you'll your chance of getting a gift and membership will go up with every stream that you're in. Twitch is fully random though. I'm a Mac player, so I can't get Bedrock, so 90% of the capes are unobtainable for me since Java and Apple no like each, or since Bedrock and Apple no like each other. I thought you just had to, well, I guess, yeah, the last challenges were you had to do it on there. Yeah, that's true. That sucks. You could, I know it'd be more money, but you could get it on your phone or something like that and just do the challenge and like sync the accounts. But Minecraft on phone makes me want to pull my hair out, so I would never willingly tell somebody that they should do it. Just saw your newest vid. Hope you don't die for 5 years. Why only 5? It's only a 9-year-old world at that point. What am I gonna do after that? What, am I gonna start a new Minecraft world when I'm 36? Ugh, that sounds scary. This is really nostalgic right now. This is hidden straight in the nostalgia to be digging out this cave. This was my first time in the Nether, and I needed a little safe place to run into because I had pigs chasing me. And I dug back in here and sat back in there. That was my first Nether trip I ever made. These cobblestones, all of these were placed down in episode 1. I believe that's my first portal. We don't use it anymore, but I'm pretty sure that's my first portal. I won't take it because it'll break something in the overworld. I think the next world you start should be some kind of long-term SMP designed for individual players to come and go. Yeah, I don't know. I really want to get involved with some SMP stuff again. I feel like I'm so out of the group. I've been like so in my own little bubble doing single player things that like when people have been talking about like what SMPs to do, like I just haven't been hearing about them at all, which is kind of then like just becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy on all of it. So yeah, I don't know. We are bringing Misadventures back towards mid-February. I don't think I can say much more beyond that other than Misadventures. The group decided they want to give it another run, and they wanted some time to wrap up some other projects, because I think a new POW creation SMP started today, potentially? I don't know what it's about, but, or yesterday, I can't remember. So I'm excited to do some Misadventure stuff, and hopefully from there that will evolve into some more other SMPs. Bannerfall just started today. What is Bannerfall? Sounds like a D&D campaign. Bringing SMP back after a break is cool in principle. Yeah, I'll be honest, the big thing that's going to come down for me is like other people doing things for the server that don't require them to also be online in the moment. That was my big like thing that I brought up on my side in the meeting. Because like I think the stuff that they're doing is all absolutely fantastic. Like Martin was running that D&D campaign, like a one-shot on there with people on like a weekly basis. Cam had his like Writers Wednesday he was doing, and a few other people had other little events that they were doing on like a weekly basis or bi-weekly or something like that, which was really cool, like just for the fact that that was happening. But if you weren't the 4 or 5 people who were part of that event, there was no content for you to do. And Misadventures is one of those ones where, because we've limited how much vanilla Minecraft access is possible, just in terms of like, you can't redstone, you can't build like traditionally because it's in the plots and it's all supposed to be geared around like building up this big fantasy world. If people are just building houses and not necessarily working towards building things that are going to be like something for others to do, it becomes content that like only a few people can interact with. And when you have like 20 plus people on the server, that's not really something that becomes long-term sustainable for that type of an SMP server. And like my other point was also, which like these are some of the best times on servers, but I was like, guys, we need to do more than just like log on, because they've been talking about doing like a weekly stream day. I don't know what day that's going to be yet. But they talked about doing like a weekly stream day of just like everybody log on and like get in there and work and make content and be part of Misadventures. And my big thing was like, this all sounds great, but if everybody gets on and just sits in a big circle and talks for 3 hours and logs off and says, yep, great work today, y'all, that we did absolutely fantastic, I'm like, that's not going to grow the server at all. And Misadventures is only going to be one of those servers that's remembered as a success, in my opinion, if it becomes a full world that is just so full of life that feels like you're in a big MMO with like stuff all over to do, quest lines to go do, different things to participate in, and it's like a whole living, breathing world. And that's not going to happen if people are just like sitting around and by a campfire talking the whole time. Granted, like you still need that time because you still need to hang with people on the servers with you and all that, but like that can't be like the thing that people log on to do, you know? Like everybody's got to get their time in of working and expanding and making things. Wish Misadventures was more consistent. It's such a fun world, but everybody else got so many other projects. Yeah. I really wanted to dive in. I really, really wanted to. Like I've done, like I have 3 fully finished points of interest on the server already, with one being the bear dungeon that just got launched and finished and is gigantic. So like that's cool to be able to like have a completed dungeon on there for people to go through and explore. That's so fun to be able to watch people run through it all. And then I have the wheat farm and I have the stables outside Maryport, so people gotta have a place to drop their mounts off. And then the Road Builders Guild Castle is still a work in progress. Still need to see the dungeon made. Yeah, I want to stream and do some stuff on there. I was doing it off cam because I was recorded a bunch for this whenever I post another Misadventures video. I've got a good amount of content for it, so I think it's going to be a really good video. It'll be a very, very different type. I think it's going to be fun. I think that's the hard part of keeping up with SMPs. So many start and stop all the time, who is where and what they contain. Yeah, I think that's why I always, when I was running SMPs and did that, my big thing was like, I only want a low teen number of people. Like that to me is the sweet spot. Like I think 11 to like 15 people is like the perfect amount for an SMP if full of content creators. I think anything more than that can be a little hard to help everybody stay as like a tight-knit community. And then you start getting groups that form and like subgroups, and then you have kind of like high school cliques start forming on the SMP, not out of like I don't like this person or whatever type in there, but like, you can even see it on some of like the big ones. Like Hermitcraft is a good example because they've got like 20 something people on the server, right? Aren't they like 26, 27 right now? I don't know. But you look at how they play, and typically there's like 4 or 5 groups within Hermitcraft, and then they sometimes chat with people outside of their group. Like Grian and Gem and Scar and I would and Mumbo, I would say, are very much a group. But then like within that, like Mumbo has like, I feel like Mumbo's done a really good job this season and the end of last season of just being like, no, I'm gonna interact with anybody and everybody that I can. Like I think he's done a good job on it, but I feel like a lot of other folks have just kind of, they fall into their little niche. And then like you could throw Etho into that group too, but like you watch any of their videos and you don't really see like Wells Knight in them too much. You don't really see like Cub Fan or Joe Hills or Rendog or them. And then like that group who I just listed, like they're kind of off doing their own other thing. So I feel like when you get too big, then you very much get like cliques and like a non-negative way of saying it that form on SMPs, or you get people who, and now you'd get this anyways, of people who just like aren't able to commit a whole lot. Yeah, Skiz, Tango, Impulse, Gem. Yeah, Gem does a good job, I think, of being involved with a lot of people. They don't play at the same times. That's true, but also I think there's a way that they could. You can't tell me that there's never a time where those groups aren't online together. Wells has been much more interactive with everyone this season, but that feels like it could just be me. Yeah, I haven't really kept up with Hermitcraft too much, so I'm just kind of like going off of the little bit that I have seen, so don't take what I'm saying as 100% up-to-date facts. It's just more of a feeling that I have and just kind of providing an example, not criticizing them at all. Just more of what I'm trying to do is like share that why I prefer a smaller SMP, because you kind of, everybody needs to interact with everybody instead of being able to have basically multiple small SMPs that are on one big server together, or multiple small groups that are on one big server together, I guess. Hermitcraft is their main things that are always on. Yeah. Yeah, I feel like if I were to do an SMP, like something like that, not necessarily Hermitcraft, but that's the type of SMP that I want to do. One where like Empire Season 1, I think is the perfect example for me of an SMP that I would want to play on. Where everybody on Empire's Season 1, their main SMP that they were doing was Empire's SMP. Some people had like a single player series that they were doing on the side, sure, like that was part of it, but everybody's main content, myself included, that we were doing at the time was Empire Season 1. And I think that just led to such a better experience for everybody, because you could log in at pretty much any time and everybody was on. Granted, that was during COVID, so like we weren't really going outside much and doing much, but just the fact that you could log on and you were there and like people were there and like everybody was always doing things. They weren't just on like just, and it allowed for that like log in and just kind of jump around in a circle, chit chat with people and don't really make much progress on anything. It allowed for a lot of that time to happen because everybody was online pretty much all day, every day. So you got, like, you had all that chit chat time, that hang time, and you still got to experience and enjoy all of that. and then you still had most of your day left to do other things. Yeah, I think this year I want to really try and get back into an SMP, but I don't want to be the only person on Misadventures, because I don't think anybody has really streamed it this year outside of when my dungeon launched. People played and ran the dungeon a few times, so we'll see when that comes back if people are really committed to it. Otherwise, I gotta find something to do, and I don't really want to do one of those like really lore heavy SMPs. Yeah, Jimmy said he'd run Empire Season 3, though, so y'all can go bug him about when it's going to happen. I feel like my hard part is that, like, I have such a successful hardcore world now. Like, this... We're so far into this thing that, like, this is kind of what I do every day when I'm Minecrafting, and my brain is so wired towards focusing on ideas for here that I have a hard time like finding other ideas for other things. So yeah, it's I'm really wanting to do other things, but like my brain just keeps coming back to being like, all right, how are we doing in this world? Solidarity Jimmy? Yeah, Solidarity Gaming. He said he'd do Empire Season 3. You can go bother him. Give WoW a shot. New expansion coming soon. Nah, my WoWing days are over. I kind of want to jump onto TBC Classic and like just level, but my WoW competitive days are over. I do not have that amount of time or desire to play those types of games anymore. My brain, when it comes to WoW, is so wired to play a certain way that I can't play WoW casually. My brain is just not wired to do that. So anytime there's if like I jump into a WoW, I'll play usually Season 1 of an expansion, get all of the Mythic Plus stuff done outside of like the top 1% title or whatever it is. And then I'm usually like, all right, I'm done, because I don't want to commit to raiding. I don't have the time in my life to join a raiding guild or anything like that, because that's a lot of hours. I don't know if we can finish this day. I hope we can. Even better WoW house building content. I am interested in checking out housing, I'll be honest, but pretty sure my character's pretty broke, so I can't afford housing in WoW. They made it too like real life. It's too expensive. Door's full. Yeah, Palm, I have Voxy installed. It doesn't want to work in the Nether though, because the Nether fog, but I do have it installed. Any other types of games you've been interested in recently? I'm still playing Baldur's Gate 3. I'm actually, I think I'm towards the end of Act 2 right now. I just got to Moonrise Towers. For any Baldur's Gate players that would know that. I'm playing very spoiler free. So I've, it's been fun. So I'm playing through that slowly. Just on my Steam Deck, as I want to sit on the couch and play games every once in a while. Outside of that, I've been playing a lot of StarCraft. And I'm kind of just, I was watching literally before stream started today, the new gameplay trailer or gameplay showcase for the new Fable game. I'm really excited for that coming out. I loved Fable as a kid. Buying up every house in Bowerstone and just getting passive gold income. Yep, that was the way to play. So I'm excited for that to come out. I'm really into like big single player RPGs right now. My competitive gaming days pretty behind me, especially if I'm just playing by myself. And a lot of my IRL buddies who I game with have been very busy, and just not really available just because their lives are they're doing life, I'm doing life stuff, and then so it's not a whole lot of overlap to game with the boys, you know. So I haven't been doing a whole lot of like multiplayer gaming for a while.
Keep it real.
Did you say spoiler free for Baldur Legacy 3?
The VOD. Suggestion for adding fields, rooftop gardens. Ooh. How much have ye cleared so far?
Yeah, that's not a bad idea, Dave. First playthrough? Yeah. I've never played it before. We're probably like up to there, so we're actually almost done with this. Well, this side. How you doing, Brock? Yeah, I might have had like some loose spoilers of Baldur's Gate, like just from internet meme culture, but yeah, I that was years ago and then I picked it up randomly. It was on sale on Steam one day, and I thought that maybe Sid would want to play it because I was like, oh, it's a turn-based RPG. That could be kind of fun. She likes fantasy worlds and stuff, and so maybe we can go check that out. Two in the weeds. Even for me, understanding how the stats work in Baldur's Gate 3 from somebody who has a very, very big gaming background, but has never played Dungeons and Dragons, dude, that was a learning curve and a half. Oh my God. I still don't think I fully understand what everything does. I think I've got a pretty good build on my main person though. And then I'm running pretty much just like the default people that you start with. So I have Gale, Lae'zel, and Shadowheart right now as the party. Because I was like, we need a wizard, we need somebody as a warrior on the front line who can take some damage, and we need a healer. That sounds like a great spot. And then I respec'd as a bard recently. But I'm still like playing as an archer, but I was looking into and I learned how to subclass. I didn't realize there was a button to subclass, so then I went back and fully respect again. Oh. Yeah, I'm playing as a bard, where I got up to level 8, I believe, with it. And then I was looking at Lae'zel, who she's just as a warrior, and she has that ability for like the action, like where you can get another action with like a short rest to reset it. And so I was like, that would be really nice just to get an extra set of attacks out when, as the bard right now, if I can already do 2 attacks, so that means if I do another one, I can get 4 attacks per, like for an opener. And so I did that, so now I'm subclassed as a warrior right now. I was gonna get a few levels into that. I just got enough to get the action surge, whatever button. Only a month and a half until I can order my Steam Deck. Ooh, fun. I have learned that it destroys the battery life on Baldur's Gate 3. It lasts about an hour and a half, or Baldur's Gate 3 destroys its battery life. But if you cast it from your computer to your Steam Deck, it lasts for like 4 hours. So that's great. Playing Baldur's Gate 3 with D&D knowledge is interesting because on one hand I get most of it, and on the other hand I keep trying to cast spells in 5th edition knowledge just to find out it's different. It's kind of nice that it is different, but like you can have some knowledge transfer over. Like I think that's good. Like to me, I feel like that is like a cool way of honoring Baldur's Gate, but still, or not Baldur's Gate, D&D, but still like being its own thing. Yeah, I'm having a good time though. I think the thing that I don't fully enjoy out of it right now, which could potentially be I'm playing it wrong, is just like how often you need to rest to get your spell like tokens back in order to cast more spells and things. Because like Gale, I feel like, is the one who I have the most problems with on it. Just because but I also like his, because like if you miss with a spell, you still don't get that spell slot back. So if your spell misses, then you're just out. Like you're screwed. And you're just, all right, I guess I gotta rest again. So it's like almost, I feel like it's every other fight I need to go back and do a long rest and like go back to camp. But I don't know if that's a me problem or if that's like just how you're supposed to do the game. I'm not running out of camp supplies. I just hate having to do load screen, okay, we go. I did get Hogwarts Legacy a while ago, so I think Sid and I are going to play through that together. We've been meaning to, we just keep getting busy with other stuff. Stab myself in the eyeball. Super great. YouTube friends, be sure to click the like button. We got 6,000 people in here right now. We got 750 likes. So I appreciate y'all taking the time to do it. I need to finish Hogwarts Legacy. I think I only got to winter term. Yeah, we haven't even made our character yet. I think what we're gonna do is that she will like explore and do the puzzles and that, and then I'll do the combat. Just so we can kind of co-op play through it. It's like, get into combat, throw the controller over. Oh my god, it's a puzzle, catch. Just found out I have no school tomorrow. Nice, nice, nice. Means you're gonna watch fWhip videos all day, right? Catch up on the entire hardcore series for anything you might have missed, or like a refresher, just get excited for the next video. Kidding. This weather has been absolutely nuts while all the storms going on. Yeah, I feel for y'all in the Midwest. What'd you say? I got soft locked in Hogwarts Legacy, so I'm hoping I do better with the controller. Can you even play with keyboard and mouse? Yeah, I got it for free when it was on Epic Games for free over the holidays. So I got it there. And then I'm using the desktop mode that you can get on your Steam Deck. I installed a third-party program that then allowed me to install games from Epic Games onto my Steam Deck. And so now I have Hogwarts Legacy from Epic Games on my Steam Deck, but I need to boot it through the desktop mode. You can, it's just hard as heck. Yeah, I had a buddy who was playing Elden Ring Night Rain on a keyboard and mouse, and I was like, you're insane. Like, what, you're playing Elden Ring on a keyboard and mouse? No.
Pleased to meet you.
But he figured it out.
_fWhip heart _fWhip _fWhip cozy _fWhip yavoo.
Pleased to meet you.
fWhip heart fWhip cozy fWhip bop fWhip hoo woo.
Jewel, thank you for the many, many months. I believe it's add them together and you're at 95 now. Thank you so much, dude. I hope you're doing well today. Welcome on in. Got it for free right before the holidays. Yeah, that was one of my buddies told me about it, and I was like, and I'm going to get that right now. Well, Hades, yeah, that's what the true professionals play on, obviously. How many layers is this? One. These are the only resources I really want to save right now, and they all have to be thrown into the lava. Bad. Sad. It is low-key kind of smart for Epic to do it around the holidays because people see Harry Potter as a movie to watch during holidays. Yeah, they did a great job of increasing Steam sales of Harry Potter or of Hogwarts Legacy. That is one of the saddest things ever. I just think is so funny.
Woo. Yet another month to add to my subscribe to fWhip collection. Be sure to toss a like to your fWhipper Yalu.
Binksy, thank you for the 29 months as a mega fan. I do appreciate you. Thank you so very much. Yeah, there was somebody who looked at the Steam sale data of Hogwarts Legacy, and the day it went live on Epic Games Store to be free to play, Steam ended up just like upticked like 30 or 40% in the number of sales that was happening for that game because people saw, oh right, I forgot that game exists. I'm gonna go buy it on Steam now. Even though it's free on Epic, they'll still buy it on Steam. Yeah, I only buy games on Epic if they're not on Steam. That's the only time I've ever, because I don't use any like Epic games. Like there's no Epic games out there that I really play that much. So like it's not really a. I like collect all of their free to play games that they release every few days. Like I'll log in religiously, collect those just to appease my little video game hoarder heart. But I don't actually like play any of them. My Epic account has so many games on it, and I couldn't tell you anything that I've actually played on it. I think they have Plants vs. Zombies. No, Balloon Tower Defense. It was on there a little while ago as like a free grab, and I was like, maybe I'm boot that up. Oh, my inventory is way empty. I was like, I could play some balloons. The OG mobile game. Oh, this is gonna be a big moment right here. Yeah, that's clear. That's the big moment. Now we're almost done with another layer, and that means this whole thing's about to open up to the sky. And we got to get rid of that someday. Buy cheap Steam games and don't play them. Yeah. Yeah, I used to buy Humble Bundle pretty often back in like high school and college, just because they'd be like, ooh, that game looks fun. I feel like me in the past, I was much more willing to just randomly boot up a game and just see if I like it. Whereas now I'm like so much more judgy if I actually play the game or not. I just have a palate for high quality video games. They age like fine wines. That's why I still play Warcraft 3 and StarCraft 2 every day. They've aged like a fine wine. But I don't know where I was going with that. Oh, but yeah, I don't really pick up just like random games to play anymore. So I'm probably missing out on so many super fun games.
Keep it real.
Sea of lava is making me damn nervous. fWhip getting to grips with the Baldur's Gate system. As an original 80s gaming nerd, welcome to the basement.
Do I like just bring like a metal fold-out chair, or like what are we sitting on? What's the scoop? Yeah, I will say the one game, like old video games, for me, old video games that I would love to play sometime soon. I would love if they remade Gauntlet. Gauntlet Dark Legacy. Oh, dude. I love that. That was like an old school arcade game that then became a game on Xbox, like the original Xbox, and masterpiece. Loved that game. Yeah, we're clearing all this out to start building a new Nether hub below the Nether roof because I want to move everything down because I just found I was never building on the Nether roof. So what's going on down here is we need to clear out a lot of space because we are building a city, a cyberpunk city. So it's gonna be super, super cool. We've done a lot of planning on it. I've started planning this, I believe, last summer. So we've been working on it, and it's starting to come together. We'll pick up all these things here. My toesies. Another city. Yeah, it's kind of my thing. I build cities and I build mountains and I build farming villages and I plant fields. That's my elevator pitch of why you should watch the fWhip Minecraft channel on youtube.com. Actually, I'm gonna start you just up there. I'm actually gonna start you up there. Okay. We can see. Wow. How do you keep interest high? I lose interest fast somehow. I think a lot of it is picking projects that you are really interested in doing. And then also making sure it's not a project that's so big that you can't see the light at the end of the tunnel. There's no light down here. We're in the Nether. There's absolutely nothing but death. Well, actually, a big tree. That's pretty light. But yeah, I think for me, it's all about like growing your projects as you get there. Like if you start day one with a giant build, you're gonna get burned out because you're gonna run out of things to do. But if you grow and level up your world as you play in your Minecraft world, I think that is like that's the secret sauce to finding a desire to play for the long term in a Minecraft world, is to never make something so absurdly insane that you leave the project and you're like, I don't want to come back. And also never make something so absurdly insane, even if you love it, where you're like, all right, I never need to do anything with that ever again because this thing is so perfect that it's like, I'm done. Like that, there's nothing that will beat this. I'm mostly talking in terms of redstone farms and whatnot. Ignore the giant wither skeleton farm. That's absolutely amazing and perfect and will never be beaten over there. But like, I'm still in this world. I think I'm going to be upgrading it soon, as we're going to probably build a bigger one in Tough Hall. But we're still operating off of the original iron farm that I made in this world. And it does just fine for me. But I am thinking about sometime soon, I want to upgrade to a new iron farm over in Tough Hall, like I mentioned, and then also use that as an opportunity to move some of the villagers from the villager cave, like our armor smiths, toolsmiths, etc., and move them out to Tough Hall. so that we can help get a few more villagers out of the city and reduce the lag. So I want to, in the villager trading cave that we have, I think eventually my goal is going to be to retire that and move the villagers out into like the world. And so like eventually we'll move the stonemasons out and everything and like get them to doge spaces. But I'll be right back in a minute.
Long time no see.
Here it goes.
I made it to a stream.
Model Bandana, thank you so much for the 43 months. I really appreciate it. I'm going to go use the restroom real quick though, so I'll be RBs. And there you go. Y'all can look at that. We're totally paused and super safe right now. Like the video for the chair. Exactly. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Viewers always go up when it's a chair stream, dude. I swear. It's like y'all don't even like me. No, it's fine. Are you gonna try the new thing recently with the boats for doors? Doesn't seem too complicated. Could be cool for tough haul. Oh, where you like the boats slide over and back? I don't know. I don't really care too much to do that type of stuff. Maybe. I would love to be able to do like bigger redstone doors. I think that's something I would love to learn more about. I think it'd be fun to learn more about making redstone doors and things. That could be cool. We're at 6.7K viewers. Oh my gosh. Nobody can leave. Oh, now we have 6776 viewers. Now absolutely nobody can leave. Or if you leave, you have to get somebody else in here. Yeah, no, we're locked in, dude. We're so locked in. Being held hostage. Nah, Twitch, you can come and go as you wish. It's fine. I appreciate if you stay, but if you want to leave, you can leave. We're on that TV recommendation game on YouTube right now. We're just getting random viewers thrown in stream every 5 minutes. It's great. I'm pretty happy though that this I do have it installed. Okay. Or enabled in the new instance. Like once we get this cleared out, we've got this. This is the one that's gonna suck. It's like we have to go all the way from here. Where does it go? Here up needs to get cleared out. All the way up to like all the way up there. Like that's the big dig. Like that's the big dig for this thing. Unfortunately, the dig we're doing right now is the medium dig. So we can finish this today. That's a good start. But I do want to keep continuing to keep all of these resources and everything. We're gonna need to go get some more shulker boxes. And spoilers before 1K. I mean, we built that whole thing on stream, so. But yeah. Super spoiler. Super easy. Appreciate y'all hanging out on the stream today. Thank you everybody for stopping by. Appreciate ya. Get wrecked, lava. Oof. Can I have some motivation of how to stay entertained in a Minecraft world? What you building? What you working on, cheeseburger? We've talked about that a few times on stream already, but it all boils down to what do you have fun doing in Minecraft? And also, if something is not fun in your Minecraft world, don't do it, or take a break. Tackle a little bit at a time. Nobody's forcing you to do it all at once. Especially if you're not a content creator. Who cares when the project gets done? Did I just lose YouTube chat? What the heck? I did. Why did my meld just stop YouTube chat? Ugh. 1 second. YouTube, we're still live, yeah? Let me try... Ooh, I don't trust that button. I'll try that button at the end of stream. Okay, we're just going double chat windows. Oh, no, there it's back. Okay. Yay. Pickaxe and shovel. Yeah, we're good. It's 260. Yep, still live. Great. Love to hear it. I guess I gotta go drop materials. Whee! No, YouTube is dead. Oh. Poor YouTube. Rip. F in the chat for YouTube. Gone so soon. Okay, this stuff over here, I think we can just kind of take this. Yeah. Yeah, we'll just cut all of this so that we can create a little island floating. And then we'll only need to destroy what's on our little island. So I don't get too crazy. Because I don't think any of that would need to be destroyed. Nope, up there. Eh. Meh. Oh, it's a little platform I made to get around somewhere. Okay. I'm scared every time he flies down to lava knowing I'm an idiot and will die. Nah, we're chill. Ugh. Sorry. Stretching. Make a map of my area every 500 days. It's a great motivator, and you're kind of sharing your progress with yourself. Yeah, I think a map room is a really, really fun way, and make sure you lock them. But I think a map room is a really fun way to be able to conceptualize how much progress you've made. And then also, I wish I did this more, but taking a map before you start an area, Like when you find somewhere new that you're like, ooh, I want to build here. Take a map of like a 3x3 map of the area that you want to work in. Like centered on wherever your first house would be before you actually start building it. And then like use that as another way to update that stuff. I think that's such a fun way to be able to like see what you've done and how you've changed your Minecraft world around. Because it's so easy to get just so bogged down on, I have these things going still forward, without really taking a moment to pause and be like, but I've done all of this. Isn't that cool? How much more clearing you got left? Today we're gonna finish this blob in here, but then unfortunately we do have a lot. Everything in here needs to get cleared out over that way. This all needs to get cleared back to basically where that purple starts. Well, actually even farther. It needs to get cleared all the way back into there. Yeah, it's gonna be big. We got a lot of clearing left to do. Thankfully up here isn't full to the top, but yeah, we got a decent amount left that needs to be cleared out. First part of my map's glow lichen shows up a bright greenish square, makes it impossible to light up roofs. Yeah, I just kind of ignore it. Just say whatever, it's a speckle on the map. Chicken Chase, even with my buddies, please don't advertise other people's streams in here. If you want to go watch somebody else's stream, you're more than welcome to go jump over there and do other things, but please don't advertise other people's streams in my chat. But at least you don't need a beacon to clear it all out. Yeah, I'm so happy this isn't Basalt Delta. Thankfully, beacons can go through bedrock. So, like, you can set up beacons in the Nether, technically. You just have to clear up to the bedrock and, like, floss all of the netherrack out of the point that you want the beam to go through. Are you still working on that mountain bars, or what have you been working on recently? What mod do you use to take notes in Minecraft? In creative, I use Axiom, the annotations feature. Otherwise, just book and quill. I mostly don't take notes in Minecraft though. For my videos and whatnot, I have Google Docs running, or I have a channel. I have my own Discord server I use as like a note-taking Discord. You not consider some bed explosions? Meh. Those get so messy with the fire everywhere and everything. At that point, I'd rather use TNT. I know, like, early game, when you're, like, not super well off, beds are definitely the way to go, but late game, beds are so much less predictable. There's definitely safe ways to use them, but I feel like you're just churning through durability on your armor. Actually finished building it today. Ooh. Desperately trying to get back in the swing of things. Gotcha. Good holiday break, though, I hope. Gotta get back on that grind. Gotta place them blocks. Yeah. That's why I just decided today would be a digging day. I was like, I just need to log into Minecraft and do something. I don't really care what that thing was. I just wanted to log in today and like have something moving forward. Well needed holiday break. Good on ya. Okay. yeah, I figured if I can at least log in and like be like, yeah, I made some progress today. Even though this isn't the next video I'm working on, I still got one I need to finish recording before this thing even like resource gathering begins. But I was like, I gotta at least do something, because this list right here, terrifying. This is not gonna be a fun resource list of stuff to get. It's still scrolling. We're still scrolling. Ah, okay, we're at the bottom. There's thankfully not too many one pieces. There's a lot of like in the 30s though. But then we get up here and it's I think after we finish digging the Nether, we're gonna be spending an entire stream digging deep slate. Nasty, yeah. Yeah, it's not gonna be fun. The ones are the most irritating. I feel like it's like the ones that are like just over a stack. Like the 65s, like those 65 smokers, so I need a stack in one. So it takes 2 slots in my chest. Like these like until I get to 80, that's where I'm like, okay, that's fine again. That's another 16. That's another quarter stack. But like these where it's like a little over a stack, I'm like, come on, dude. Like the ones I'm gonna try this time of just put in a bundle. Just like slap them all in a bundle if I can. Save some space. Do you get snow from the winter storm? No, I live on the West Coast. We haven't gotten anything. It's nice, sunny and 45 degrees Fahrenheit out right now. Which for the Celsius people is 32 Fahrenheit is freezing. So we're like 15 degrees above freezing. So it's like still cold, but not. I think that would be in like the under, I don't know, that's probably 7 Celsius, 6 Celsius, 5 Celsius, somewhere in there. Like 5 to 8 Celsius range, I would assume. Definitely not saying the 2 numbers in between in chronological order, numerical order. Is refrigerator temp? Definitely feels like it. These bundles on my last build, and it was great for shulkers, but I kept thinking I ran out of materials or did not prep correctly. Yeah, I feel like if I can limit it to 1 bundle, that's fine. Because I always keep a bundle in my inventory now with this, which is just golden apples, stonecutter crafting table, torch, and then usually an ender chest in there. And this has been a sick bundle to get used to having. I really like having this. So I feel like I've slowly been adapting towards using bundles more. So now I'm like much more interested in actually trying to build with bundles instead of it just being kind of my tool belt. Because not having to dedicate, I do wish you could put a bed. I hope that one day they make beds stackable. I don't understand why a bed is not stackable. Can anybody give me like a good reason why beds should not stack? You gotta add stonecutters into the bundle? Yeah, we got one. We got one. Like, why does a bed not stack? Can somebody tell me? Like, what's the purpose of a bed not stacking? You know, that could be that's my rant I'll get on today. Beds should be stackable. My second rant today. We had a rant earlier. Bed too big, but a door stacks. Doors can stack to 64. Why can a door stack to 64 and a snowball can stack to 16? And a door is 2 blocks tall. A bed is 2 blocks wide. Long, whatever you want to say. I don't know, man. You're saying I can shove an entire cube, 1 by 1 meter cube of gold, 64 of them actually, into a bundle, but I can't put 2 beds in it. And why do buckets only stack to... No, do buckets stack more than 16? No, buckets can stack to 64, right? By that logic, records should stack too. I think we need a record shelf. Not like just shelves, but like give me like a record thing that can like flip through all of them that I got in there, like a big old stack of records, and then they like visually show. That could give records a little fun extra pizzazz, because they're kind of meh right now. Like it's fun to be able to play them once or twice, but you don't really intentionally use records much, you know? Everything a player sits on does not stack: beds, minecart, saddles. True. I always equate saddles being like an armor piece. So like armor obviously can't stack because it's equipable to a player. So like saddles make sense. Minecarts, yeah, I could go either way on them, but... I don't know. Hightail's gonna do it first, I'm sure. That's why Hightail's gonna kill Minecraft. It's gonna give us stackable beds. Just kidding, no they don't. I don't think your bedrolls in Hightail can stack, but Hightail does have backpacks. And now they're cheaper too, I think, from the last time I played. I think the backpacks got cheaper after I spent a lot of resources on building the second backpack. Also, I did see somebody earlier asked if I was going to play Hightail again soon. I don't know on stream. I'm kind of watching it, like seeing how the hype is going on Hightail before I decide if I'm going to make a video on it or not. I've recorded literally everything I've done. I have like 100 gigs of footage of Hightail content right now, and it half written script. So I think I have enough to like, I said I was going to play for 24 hours for a Hightail video, and I'm almost at 24 hours. I'm at like 19 hours of gameplay so far. So I need to figure out if I'm going to do a Hightail video or not. Really should have posted it last week when the hype was fresh, but I was on vacation. Woo! I was drinking many pina coladas. That was our that was the group, the family's favorite phrase of the week. Anybody know that TikTok audio of the little kid who's on vacation with his mom, and his mom keeps getting him non-alcoholic pina coladas, and he goes, "This is my first pina colada," because he just can't say pina colada. That was very much the family was loving that last week. How many days am I on? 12,370. Meant to ask, how was catching that sailfish looking? Dude, my arm was so sore. My whole forearm. Because it took like probably like 15 minutes to reel in the sailfish, and my whole forearm was like, afterwards I was just like, ow. Like my arm was so tight just from like gripping onto the rod and trying not to lose it. Oh dude, it was fun though. That was a fun fish to fight. I've only really went fly fishing before. I went salmon fishing once or twice when I was like really young, so I wasn't really fighting for the biggins. But that was like the first like big ocean fish I'd ever tried to catch. It was fun. It was a good time. We got 3 sailfish that day. Unfortunately, no tuna and no marlin, which is what we were really out there for, because sailfish are not for eating. Do you still play AoE 2? Not super consistently, but I do enjoy an occasional Age of Empires game. I'm more into I'm rehooked on StarCraft 2 recently. I was playing competitive ranked lobbies with my buddy for a bit over the holidays, and then he got busy with work again. So I need to bug him soon and force him to come play video games with me. He has to work so much. No, I'm kidding. But yeah, so I was really enjoying that. That was a really, really fun time. Actually, we'll just take this all the way down. But now I've been playing a lot of the co-op missions in StarCraft, just slowly leveling up all of the commanders in that, which is fun. I'm so bummed that they've stopped developing those or adding more commanders. I feel like StarCraft is still so much potential in the game. I know there's those rumors about a third-person StarCraft shooter coming out, apparently going to be revealed at like some leaks and data mining confirmed that at BlizzCon this year that they're going to announce a new StarCraft third-person shooter, which would be interesting to see what it is. And then I did see that Blizzard said that they're announcing their next era of video games with a brand new title, something, but then they just said that something is coming, but they didn't say what it is. Hey chum, welcome on in. Did you get any snow? Nope, we haven't had any. Even the mountains around us are still pretty bare. It's really, we have been getting a very, very rough snow year. We've had a few decent snowstorms in the mountains nearby us, but then like 2 or 3 days later it warms up and like half of it melts.
You the best.
Who's that? Dirty, thank you so much for the 3 months, my dude. Appreciate it. You the best. You having a mine-tastic day? Oh, dude. I'm mining, that's for sure. I'm having so much fun. Yeah, you know what? This is better than the start of the stream. The Bobby mod, I think it was, broke my wither skeleton farm because it was rendering in the villagers in there. So the mob spawner, or the 80 zombie villagers we have in there to stop mobs from spawning, that thing was then affecting that thing all the way over there, and I was like panic mode thinking that the new update broke my did my game. But nope, it's just a mod. I'm on Mounts of Mayhem finally. I haven't gotten to ride a horse through the water yet. I'll have to go live up that experience and then say, cool, Mounts of Mayhem was here. Okay, bye. I still haven't even made a spear yet, actually.
Pleased to meet you.
Hello there.
Hello there, Elking. Thanks so much for the 11 months, dude. Good to see you. Welcome on in. Hi, Evie. Yo, been watching your videos since your 1.15 Let's Play. Finally found your Twitch. Yippee. Welcome on in. Shovel, shovel, shovel. Make sure I'll ring the bell. Ring the bell is being retired right now. I really would love a resurgence of strategy games, like real-time strategy games back in gaming. I'm so tired of every like major competitive game releasing nowadays being so focused on like first-person shooter combat, or like I would love for a strategy game to become popular again. You should make a netherite spear. I actually need to do a bit with a spear soon because I have a brand deal going live in this next video, and I was like, I think I could use it. I think I could use the spear for a funny bit as part of the brand deal. Next video should be on February 12th, by the way. So I know it's a little bit of a break again from the, you know, just starting to ramp up again for the year. But yeah, so I got a new video in the works. I'm hoping we'll get some shorts done in the meantime before that. We got some in the queue right now. Check out the next Red Bull AoE 2 tournament. It's going to be pretty big. I feel like they do a good job of Age of Empires 2 tournaments. I was so bummed Age of Empires 4 didn't go anywhere. I was really excited for AoE 4 when it released. And I had a lot of fun playing in Season 1. I got pretty competitive. I was playing in... I can't remember what bracket I was in. I was up there. I can't remember. It was like... Because I feel like they didn't do like gold, diamond, blah, blah, blah for it. So I can't remember what it was. Maybe I'm misremembering. But Age of Empires 2 for me is a little too slow. The pros play it so fast. Like they do a good job, but like the reaction time from units is really slow. When you come from being a StarCraft 2 player to going to play Age of Empires 2, StarCraft just is so much snappier on like being able to like stutter step units still fire and everything like that. So playing any other like older RTS game, to me, I just feel like I'm like, I want to do this. I wanted to do this. Oh, that doesn't work. You ever think about posting your shorts on social platforms, Reels or TikTok? TikTok, no. I probably should. Because I know Mog's been doing that and he's found some success with it. But I don't want to be on TikTok, man. I feel like I like just when it originally announced, I was like, I don't want to be on TikTok. And then now that I've just like put it off for so long, I'm just like, I don't want to be on. I just don't want to deal with it. I am trying to remember to post them on Instagram more. So like this latest one I did post on Instagram. So I'm hoping that I'll keep remembering to put them on Instagram Reels. Mostly just because I want to be more active on there. Excuse me. Woo. I just know, like I know myself. Like I will scroll, dude. I will not even doom scroll. I will just scroll. And if there's something that just like gets the little dopamine going on in my brain, I have such a hard time like putting it down or like stepping away to do something else, especially if I'm trying to go to sleep. Like I have the tendency just to sit there and scroll and scroll and scroll and then like be mad at myself being like, why am I not just putting my phone away? I'll put it away in like 2 more minutes, like 2 more scrolls and I'll put it away. And then it's like 10 minutes later. I'm like, what am I doing? I said I was going to put my phone away. I'm like, after this now, like I have a really bad tendency to do that. So now I've just been like, no, I'm just not allowing myself to get on TikTok because I know if I even start opening it to like post videos on there, by fact of it then being on my phone, I feel like I'm gonna start scrolling through it and being on there like, and I'm just like, that's gonna waste so much of my day. Like I will just get consumed by that. And I don't need that. I don't want to waste multiple hours of my day every day scrolling. That's not a negative for anybody who's doing it. For me, I know that my brain loves the little dopamine hit from scrolling. I didn't ask to be called out while actively doing that. Nah, dude, you guys do what you want. I just know for me that if I want to get things done, because I have the tendency, like whatever I'm focused on, I'm doing that. Which for work front, great, because I will get locked in and I will get so much done. Like my brain just is wired that way. It's not good or bad, it just is what it is. Brains are different. And I just know that that's like a superpower, and also like a very much a thing that can make me waste a lot of time. It's actually one of the reasons why I like stopped playing WoW, was because I was getting on WoW to like run one dungeon, and then I would finish the dungeon. I'd be like, no, I'll do another one, and then it'd be like 3 later, and I'd be like, what am I doing? I was supposed to log off a while ago, and then a friend would log on, and I'd be like, oh yeah, I'll just do one with him, and then I'll log off, and then just like, my brain is very much, I've got a little bit of like I would say I really have like a super like addictive personality, but I definitely get like locked in the moment on things, and have a hard time like pulling away from the thing, especially if it's in terms of like entertainment or something like that. Yeah, the ADHD brain, dude. It goes hard. It does what it wants. Okay, let's go finish this thing. Whoop. Whoop de whoop. Y'all are so close to 1,000 likes right now. Just like throwing that out there. Just like less than 100 likes to go. Just saying. Never fine. Did I get anybody on that? Did I spook anybody? Did I scare you? Did I scare you? Not WoW, but I'm like that with American Truck Simulator. Just one more left. I feel like I have never played American Truck Simulator, but like I feel like I could definitely see myself just being locked in on dude. Be like, nah, man, we're in Florida right now. I gotta get this load all the way to California. We gotta go. Sorry, honey, I can't do the dishes. I've got to deliver. I've got to deliver to make. That's so cool looking. There's just nothing there. The lack of thing can look so good. Yeah, eventually we're gonna have to curve that side down a bit more, but where we have that like wall coming up, that's gonna be where more buildings are gonna go. So I just didn't want to. It's actually, we should have taken another like 10 blocks over probably, but that's okay. That's okay. That's okay. It's okay. Totally okay. Yeah, because I want to like we'll bring that over to here, and then these buildings are gonna start going up. I've got one building in mind for this side. Actually, I have 2 buildings in mind for this side. We are gonna put the fish and ships shipwright right over here for where we're gonna be building our flying ships, because all of the ships in this area are themed after fish. Now, I kind of want to make a sailfish ship. I think we need a sailfish ship. That'd be a project for another day to design that. That could be fun though. And then the other one I want something that's going to be like a little like newsroom, probably about where that lava column is, because what I want for it is the background of the newsroom, mostly so I can do stupid little bits for it. But I want the background of the newsroom to be this side of the city. So we can have like just, I really want to be able to have like a stupid little breaking news type clip. Just for something. And then like have like the back of the city, like somewhere probably like over here being it. So, I don't know. We'll figure out what that could be. The fWhip, the fwish. Yeah, we'll figure out a good name for it. But we have a lot of digging left to do, dude. Oh, jeepers. I'm gonna just put a little line over here so we can know what we need to do. Because we need to go, where is it? I'm gonna eventually need to go farther, so we might as well just go here. fWhip news, exactly. Well, I was thinking F, just like, oh dude, I didn't keep track of that at all. I think it was this line. I was thinking like F news, something like that. But I didn't want to have any connotation of Fox News attached to it, so I was like, maybe F isn't the best idea, because I think Fox is the only F news. And we don't want that. Yeah, we'll dig to here and dig all that over that way. Because even that needs to come. Because this eventually, over the back here, like we got to dig all of this out too. I forgot. I thought this was hollow. Oh God, sorry. That was very bright. Oh no, it's like almost hollow. Because I want this to be like a way for the... Hello? I need to go get a new schematic. That's off. That should have a floor. That should be floor. But I wanted this to be like a passageway to where we can fly out that way when we eventually have another expansion for a new nether portal needed. Whip would work since local news stations are usually were 4 letters starting with W. That could be fWhippin' news. fWhippin' news. Can I ask fWhip how long would you guesstimate this will take to dig out in place? I would love for this video to be live before the end of February. I still have to finish the other video I'm working on. So, and that one's supposed to be live not next week, but the week after. And then I'm full sending working on the Nether. So it's gonna be a bit. If that helps give any connotation. What did we clear this to? We cleared this up here to 1/3. That block. Do I not have block number on? No, block. That's... Oh, that's the block I'm standing on. Okay. Yeah, we clear this to 113. Well, I guess I can just kind of get up there and find my way around. Yoop. No, I was so close. I bonked my head. Yeah, I'm gonna plant so many fields right now. Okay. Aw, man. Coming in fast this time. We're coming in faster this time. Yeah. Imagine there's just lava right there. Gotta make yourself laugh, you know? I'm not starting much of this dig today. I just wanted to scope this stuff out. Just to be able to connect the line for where we need to take it. We did clear out a lot of this already. I forgot how much digging. I was looking back at the original Nether seed that we have. I forgot how much digging we had to do for the tree. I cleared a lot of space to the tree, dude. It's really making me want to, like, get rid of the entire... Okay, we gotta go until there. It's really making me want to get rid of the netherrack in the ceiling. And then also, we are going to, not with this build here, per se, but I do... Oh, dude, I was spot on. Heck yeah, me. Good job, buddy. I really want to spend a lot of time breaking bedrock from the top. For those who haven't heard the idea, my plan is to take these rounds here where we have the bedrock and remove all the bedrock in this like outer ring here. And then we will loop this like end architecture like over and then do like another bigger ring around it. I think it could be really cool to kind of have that visual where we can see up and down more clearly, even though we're more or less retiring the top from being a transportation area. I think making more areas where we can go up and down more quickly, I think is going to be something really, really fun that we can do, especially as all of the portals are going to come down underneath here for anything that I need to be able to get me to farms and whatnot. I would love to be able to have access points. So I was even thinking we could take like right above the center of this guy. We could even clear some of this around here in a circle, because that new method that Pixelriff showcased a while ago, so fast, so much faster. I haven't tested it out yet, but compared to how I did that first circle, that thing took me like 8 hours. The new method that Pix was showing with like the redstone leg to be able to mine bedrock, I think it's like at least 15 times faster. So I think we could do like, I think that size in there, once we had a good rhythm going, I think you could get that done in like 2 hours. So I would love to be able to try and do some more of that. Has Mojang ever said how they feel about people going on the end of the roof? Like they have any intentions of preventing that? I don't think they will ever prevent it in Java Edition, but it is not possible in Bedrock Edition to build on the Nether roof. So take with that what you will. I think that at this point, Mojang is happy to work with the Minecraft community. Also, Lance of Camelot, I appreciate Lancelot of Camelot. Thank you so much for the tier 1, dude. Sorry I missed that earlier. Minecraft is so tuned in with the Java community of working with them, and there's so many Minecraft developers that started out as players, especially in the technical community side, that I don't think we'll ever see a lot of the major... Oh, geez. Laggy while the world's loading in. Okay. I don't think we'll ever see any of the major features like that change without some form of an alternative being applied that allows players to like do something else that achieves a similar result. In terms of like, they were talking about rebalancing villager trades and everything, and like I'm very behind villager trades being rebalanced in some way, shape, or form. Dude, feels like I'm getting zero. I am getting 20 FPS. Why am I getting 20 FPS right now? Hello? 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 But yeah, like they messed around with iron farms a bit ago when they did like the village and pillage update. So a lot of people won't remember that. And at first, technical Minecraft players were like, what have you done? And then they actually started looking into it, and they're like, oh my god, you actually made iron farms so much easier to make. So I wouldn't be surprised if features change how we do them. And for me, I think that's a good thing. I think like core redstone mechanics and whatnot are not going to change, but maybe spawning rules and that sort of stuff will change, which is just going to require players to innovate and find new designs and ways of doing things. But the fact that Mojang has openly been like, yeah, we're not patching out flying machines because we know the community relies on that for many, many things. And then they've also been like, yeah, and we're not going to patch out TNT duping until we have a solid alternative that will be something that players can rely on. Seeing if we can find the creeper cloud. No creeper cloud in here right now. So when you think about it in that terms, like, I don't see them ever removing the ability to work on the roof of the Nether in Java Edition. Granted, Bedrock doesn't have access. Maybe Bedrock eventually could get access, but I also feel like it's something that the Bedrock team is just not deemed a priority. And there's, let's be honest, 1,000,001 things that the Bedrock team needs to work on. Unfortunately, Bedrock has a few more buggos than Java does. So, yeah. I don't know. They need to patch out TNT duping. To patch out TNT duping, they would need to add renewable sand. Otherwise, it's just mean. Yeah, I think some form of renewable sand could be good that is not villager trading. I've seen a lot of people suggest some things to get renewable sand, but it all comes at such like a manual slow rate that it's just like not achievable or not feasible for large scales. Just because like I actually haven't had to mine sand for a very long time, knock on wood, because of all of the sand clearing that we've done out here. Like clearing out this to be able to build the salt flats got me like 10 shulker boxes of sand and like 5 shulker boxes of sandstone. So I've just slowly been working through that. And then clearing out this area, surprisingly, this mountain that we took down was a lot of sand that needed to be cleared out. So that was a lot there again. But even outside that, somewhere up here, I can't remember where it is. Maybe I accidentally cleared the chunk. I thought I was not clearing that chunk. Maybe I accidentally did. But somewhere in here, there was an area where I was just absolutely decimating. I thought it was here. I guess I did clear it. Yeah, that was... Oopsies. I meant to not do that. Oh well. But yeah, I like decimated this entire section here, like around the river. Like all of that sand was picked up at some point. A lot of it was placed back down to like change up that biome, but like times used. We've placed 162,000 sand in this world, so we've done a lot. But we've mined almost 300,000. Netherrack's almost at 500,000 mined. Look at us go. Wow. We're almost at 5 million on the pickaxe. Ooh, dude. We're past 750,000 on dirt and 500,000 on grass. Watch out, Mog Swamp. We're coming to catch you. That man's just mining dirt forever. With 225 levels, I would enchant my buckets. Now I gotta go enchant some spears, my guy. I killed 222 cows.
Keep it real.
Fields might be a way to cover up the Nether roof.
Problem with fields in the Nether is the light sources. Like, to plant a field in the Nether is really, really hard. To do it in a mob spawnable way. Like, I can show you, I believe. Actually, let me, before I go in there, but Dave, thank you for the dono. Appreciate you. Come here, you buddy. Do I have any seeds in here anywhere? I got some nuggies. Ain't no seeds. Nope, that's wheat. Seed? Cocoa beans. How do I not have a single seed? What am I doing? What happened to Farmer fWhip? You killed a cat? It was an accident. Same way I killed a dog. An accident. Flowers could work. But again, actually flowers would not work because they would be fully spawnable. Let's take some carrots. These are easy. Nether plants, spawnable. So what you have to do in order to... The goal of putting a field in the Nether is it would have to be spawn proof. And the only block that you can do that with to plant crops on is it has to physically be farmland. And then there comes the problem. Because one, as we all know, water cannot go in Nether. Water and Nether do not work. That's coarse dirt again. But we have dirt, right? And so what you could theoretically do is this. Yay! And notice how we're right next to a light source. See, I can't right click on these because there's not enough light level to actually put the torch in or put the plant in. So what you have to do, this and this, and then if we break these torches, that means the crops are planted. But this is where the but comes into place, because I don't want to spam light sources all over. I'm bone meal this, which is going to change the block state and move it to a different stage. They all break. So what you have to do to get a working field in the Nether is you have to do this. You have to let them grow all the way while you have light sources everywhere around them. Then you can break your light sources, because now they're at their full growth stage. So unless you physically touch something, the block states will never change. But there comes the problem again. You break one thing or you place one thing next to it, everything in that low block light level is broken. So that's the only way to make fully spawn-proof fields in the Nether. And we're just farming carrots at the cost of a lot of bone meal. So you have two routes. One, you can bone meal every single block that you have in here, and you do that and you can be great. You can do all that cool stuff. But then you have to do these like lines where you're having torches, so you could like float a frog light above it. I know some people have done that. I don't have my light source container on me. It's in the city right now. Oh, I have shroom lights in here. So there'll be some people that I know will do something like this, where again, it has to be 2 blocks above, because otherwise, if it's right there, and you do that, you move our light sources, everything like that. If he's right there, he's touching and sharing the block state. So let's break this guy. Even though that's not the crop, because it's going to be connected block state. Oh, actually, it doesn't connect that way. Right, because there's space on that. Just kidding. I was wrong. Nope, it works that way, though. So yeah, you just have to be super careful with your block states and have everything being like super, super clean in order to do that. Because it has to be light. What light level is that? I can't remember. What light level are we here? 5. So in order for a plant to be planted, you have to have light level 7 or higher, skylight or block light level. Couldn't you just put moss carpet on a light source? Yeah, but I don't want the light source. It's definitely a me problem. It's not a fully you problem. Does water in a cauldron hydrate a field? It does not, no. There's no way to hydrate a field in the Nether. If you float a frog light, you could design it to be some super cool high-tech cyberpunk gardening mechanism. We could technically do that, but in order for that to be like feasible, is like, what light level are you in here? This is 12. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we have this, and we get 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5. And then we would have to do boom, boom, boom. So you could do them every once in a while. Your other option, you could have that. You could have like some path block in there. So you could have like pathways through the fields. But otherwise you're looking at, in order to get anything to go, to be able to do a field that wide, like you're looking at those. But then also you then run into the issue going diagonally on your light sources, where light level can only go to there. So, like, the amount of light sources you would have to be able to... Trust me, I have... Yeah, even that still doesn't get that guy. You'd have to have more light sources than we have on this. Like, I think like an occasional like harvester rolling through an area that has lights all the way around it could look sick. Like, that could look so cool. But it'd be an interesting one. What about nether farms for items that grow there without the whole water problem, like netherwort? So netherwort is what I want to do. If anybody remembers my amplified survival world, where we were building a train in the nether. I don't know if anybody remembers the train tracks from the amplified survival world. But if you do, I built a big ol' netherwort field. Soul sand down, netherwort on top of it, covering this entire huge chamber. Like thousands of pieces of netherwort were placed in there. And it looked so cool. Till I left the nether and came back and it was full of gas and skeletons. And they blew up everything. So, much as I want to do that, we could, I guess, do it near the tree. Like, the tree could allow us to have some room up here. Like, if we cut those circles out, we could do, like, farming fields, like, to finish off this ring, I guess. And extend our iceboat roads out a little bit farther so we can get just, like, that aesthetic and have, like, bam, 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 bam. We'd have, like, 8 fields. You could do that, and then you could get a decent look, I guess. For, I don't have any of my greens in here. Oh, no. My green boxes for all my foliage. Because you could do that. You could get some cool looking fields in here somewhere. I'm not going to break this down. I've decided that. Even though this no longer works. This is fully broken now. It was pretty much broken before. But now that we have that dude in there with the mob switch inside of it, now it's super broken. Unfortunately, my pork chop farm is also broken. I was just thinking of ways to use that space up there. Never thought of those issues because I'm not a player. No, that's fair. I'm like right with you. We're locked in, Dave. I thought that would be such a cool idea. I would love to do something like that, but sometimes the game says "ner." We'll do that. Reload on some food. I need to go make more rockets too, dude. So netherwort doesn't spawn proof. It does not. Soul sand. Soul sand is a unique block in Minecraft. This is another one for the techies out there. Or the non-techies that like learning fun things. Soul sand is one of the only blocks in Minecraft that is not a full block that is also fully spawnable. Because mud, in certain cases, actually does not allow things to spawn on it. And that's kind of the only other block that is not like a full block, but like still looks like a full block, but like you sink into it. So, yeah, there's another little fun fact for y'all. Oh, you know what? We're gonna go tough haul. We're gonna see how many rockets are in there. Duke on Red announced that Conquest coming to Hightail. They're going to remake the mod again. Just a curious question. Why don't you use golden carrots instead of pork chops? Because for a hardcore Minecraft player, pork chops are better. Another mob switch. Yeah, we put one in the big tree. But cooked pork chops and steak heal the same amount of hearts and actually heal the same amount of saturation. So your hearts over here, your saturation over here. And the big difference is when you eat a piece of food on Java Edition, you get this big, quick tick of bam, 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 where you're getting hearts back. It goes boop, 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 like instant health regen, like you get a few hearts up. And then your saturation just kind of holds your hunger up. and slowly goes down as you either take damage or are moving around and doing other things. So golden carrots are really good for that because you have to eat less food as you go. But if you're in combat, part of what can keep you alive is actually eating food quickly, and getting to be able to eat that next piece of food sooner can trigger that health regen to give you more hearts faster. So you, by eating golden carrots, you're actually regenerating hearts at a slower rate than if you're eating cooked pork chops. So if you're playing hardcore and you're like, find yourself dying a lot and get into sticky situations. All right, I need to come AFK over here again soon. Well, let's just do that. This is our gunpowder boy. Yeah, that'll be. But yeah, so if you ever are playing hardcore and you're like, dude, I die so much, but you're using golden carrots, you actually would want to go back and you'd want to go back and work on I don't know where I'm going with that one. Regardless, cooked pork chops give more health. Golden carrots give more saturation, is the simple put on it. As a hardcore player, I value health points more than I value saturation. I have an unlimited supply of food. I will always be able to go get more food. So I don't really care that I have to eat slightly more often than somebody who's eating golden carrots, if it means that I can stay alive more easily. Why do you only have one totem on you? Because I ain't popping totems. We've been in this world for 4 years and I only popped 2 totems. Are you gonna have a world tree in every dimension? What do you mean going to? We already got one, dude. Has it been that long since I've done the entry? I don't really go to the end ever, huh? Like, we go to the end every once in a while on stream, but otherwise we don't really go there, huh? That'd be cool if Conquest can get on Hightail. I'm interested to see what they can do. I wish them the best. I don't really plan to be using Conquest too much, but I always love seeing what people can make with it. There's just too many options, and I get choice paralysis now. That's why I don't really play any with it too much. It's a sign to start expanding the end. I don't know what I want to do in the end. Like, I'll go show you all the end right now. I'm not planning to do anything in the end until the end update, whenever that comes out. How do you get more capes? You gotta wait for Minecraft to like announce that they're releasing them, or that there's new quests and things going on. Really appreciate info, because I watch all your videos and realize you never ate golden carrots, only pork chops. Yeah. Pork chops are also easier to get. Granted, you can villager trade for even if you go the villager trading route, it's actually easier and cheaper to get cooked pork chops than it is to get yeah, this is the entry, than it is to get golden carrots. So yeah, if you haven't seen the entry, this is our oh, we got the islands out there in the fog. This is the end. Wow, purple. I like how Mojang just was like, here's end flashes. We're not gonna, we will not be elaborating any further. Enjoy. I would never recommend doing this, by the way. There's about 30,000 end rods up there for the canopy of the tree. Never recommend doing that. I also think, of my trees, this is my worst tree. I think my nether tree is my best. The overworld tree, since we've fixed it up a bit more, is number 2. This is the worst. It's just really stubby. So I don't really love it, to be honest. It looks fine, but it's not like inspiring me to want to do anything. I feel like I I don't know what I would change too much. Actually, I think what I would change is I would have a bigger canopy that would come up higher, and we'd get much more decorative with the branches. I think if I were to redo this thing in a different way, I probably would tear the entire canopy down and redo the. I would keep the bottom, basically take here, stretch that up, add some much thicker, bigger branches that stretch out farther, and then do more leaves isolated around the end of the branches instead of just like a big old blob around the thing. And get a lot more decorative with it. I see this as an alien root with a small canopy. Yeah, that's pretty accurate. That's a much better way of thinking about it. Still need to come and clean this up. This is where we were getting some wither roses for a bit. I want to go check if my wither rose farm works. No, because we killed the wither in it. No, I want to go see if the endermen spawn. If anybody remembers that a while ago, we were having one heck of a time. Dude, there's so many pumpkins. Yep. Isn't it out here? Did I delete it? No, it's just straight ahead. Yeah, this for some reason just stopped spawning endermen. I don't know what it was. People said in the world download it still worked, but for me it just like stopped working. There's also a new design I believe that you have to go for, so we'd have to redo it. Oh, it is working now. So we would just need to redo the bottom. Yeah, it is working. Oh god, that would be amazing. Okay, so I can come out here and rebuild the Wither Rose farm. That's really good. Cool. That's good to know. I'm glad I checked that. Maybe get more core density with frog lights or similar. Dude, end flashes happen a lot. Yeah, that could work. Also, Heroic Pixels, sorry I missed this a few minutes ago. Thanks for the raid. Appreciate you. Hope you had a good stream. There's this one end build I saw on 2B2T called Endcursion, which had a really cool striped end island vibe, sort of like your roots, but made out of endstone and mycelium as the pathing. Interesting. There's really a lot of flashes, dude. Wow. Flash, 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 flash. Where's your axe? I only keep 3 tools down here just because I don't ever really... I'm never in a situation... Honestly, what I should do is this. Like, I should always have my shovel up here. But I'm never in a situation where I need more than 3 tools on my hotbar. And I'd rather have, like, a chest plate and a elytra swap. Like, this right here is probably my ideal toolbar setup. 3 spots for building blocks, or 4 if I take the food off. And then... So, like, that would be build... That's, like, build mode right there. Super build mode sometimes turns into this. If I'm, like, really in it. And then I'll put the tools away that I don't need. Woo! Also, did they change the rendering engine in 1.21.11 compared to 0.10? Am I crazy to think that, like, the shadows look different? Did they change how light maps work? I feel like I'm going crazy because I didn't read the changelog because I didn't really care about it. But part of me is like, I feel like things just look a little different. Hope is mesmerized by the flash because he's never in the end. Dude, I'm never in the end. No, there's nothing to do there. Like, I feel like light maps are different. I think they did change something with lighting. Yeah. I feel like it is. You can also change light maps now in a world gen data pack. So you can change light maps in different per biome, per dimension. You can change the light maps in all of them, even down to the fog color, the sky color, and all that, down to any hex code you want. So it's kind of cool. It's like, that looks so much darker, dude. It looks so much richer. The colors just look like more like bam. I mean, here's a good little example. Like this, yeah, I feel like there's something going on, dude. I feel like the light sources, it's easier to see like where they're extending to. Granted, I'm playing on 42% brightness, so if you're on full bright, you can't tell. But like low brightness, oh, they made it even better, dude. Like that. The candles just look so good. Is that the interior that we hated? No, we love the interior. We hated building it. It's different. Very, very different. Yeah, I don't know, man. Yeah. Okay. I still need to fix that. What was I gonna do? Oh, I was gonna go put my carrots back. How many ender chests were in here again? 12, I think. Yeah, Elsa, I did a video a few months ago on what I want to see in an end update. Let's go check that out. If you want to see all my ideas of how I would structure an end update. This interior is crazy. Yeah, Crypto, it's nuts. How you doing? They changed light maps in 1.20, 1.10. I hate it. They fixed it again in 26.1. Wait, so it's fixed now? Or the light maps, like we're back to where they should be now? I'm confused. Would you make a video of how to delete chunks in a world a safe way? I have a Minecraft world that's 1.20, 1.6, so I'd like to update soon. Pixarifts has a few videos on that. I've also done some in the past. It's the exact same process, but go look up Pixarifts. He has a much better video than I have on it. Look up Pixarifts delete chunks and you'll probably find it, or maybe prune chunks. Yeah. I think, my friends, that is gonna do it for today, because I have a few things that I need to do this afternoon before the end of the workday. I gotta call people who work a normal work schedule. Ugh. Not yet. 1.20, 1.11 uses the 1.20, 1.10 light maps. I feel like this looks different than 0.10. So this is wrong, and they're gonna change it to something else later. Now that I'm seeing this, I'm kind of getting used to it. But yeah, like it looks very rich. Like it looks like they just kind of like upped the saturation on all of the shadows, which is kind of wonk, but I don't know. How often do I stream? We usually stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday. I was on vacation last week, so I was not around. But we'll be live again on Wednesday and doing some cool stuff and things, and maybe creative building? I don't know. We'll find out. Oh, I gotta save this. Nether digging. Yeah, I gotta save that replay. Everyone leaving. I know, the second I say, all right, that's gonna do it, people should go, and I'm out. That's fine. Totally fine. Stick around if you want to jump in on a raid, get some free channel points, and go make somebody's day. Woo! Yay! fWhip raid in the chat over on the Twitch side. Let's see who's live. My problem is that like I don't really use Twitch anymore, so I don't really ever like have people that I'm following. Most of the people I follow on Twitch like it's like some friends, and then like I just don't use it at all for Minecraft anymore. I haven't watched a Minecraft stream in a while. You know, it's Mog Swamp. He's doing his subathon. We'll go raid him. Thank you so much for being here, my friends. I really do appreciate it. Jump over to Mog's stream. He just passed 5 million dirt mined in his super flat world, so go send him some love, and he's probably going a little crazy right now, so we'll go stop over there. Thank you so much for being here, and I'll catch you all on the flip side. Bye! That's the wrong button. That's the button I wanted. Like and subscribe. Subscribe. Woo! Really appreciate it. Thank you so very much. Woo! Okay, bye. Follow on the Twitch. I think Mog just broke a shovel. You guys can all go mess with him. Hee hee hee.